for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
It's the summer shopping season at Brown & Wood here with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earned 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
It's hard to forget how hot it gets around here in the summer. Remember, the hotter it is outside, the harder your AC has to work to keep it cool inside. And the more energy it uses to keep you cool, the higher your utility bill will be. Your neighbors at GUC have tips to help you reduce your energy use, such as using fans to cool you down inside and cooking outside when you can in the summer. For more tips, go to GUC.com and look for ways to save.
Attention athletes and fans, Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Picking football games against the spread is hard. Shopping at the Appliance Superstore is easy. This is Frank Lee from the Appliance Superstore, and right now we're having a big sale with 50% off open box French door refrigerators. Did you know we also offer delivery and setup when you shop with us? And if we don't have what you want, we will make a special order for you. The Appliance Superstore off 264 behind the new DMV, or shop us online, appliancesuperstore.com. Remember, we make buying appliances easy at the Appliances Superstore.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim. Our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
East Carolina girls are the best in the world.
Booty, 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 everywhere.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
You got to give me a sack, Chandler. Give me a sack.
Sack!
Yes.
How about those friggin' pirates? It's a me, Nancy Garcia.
Puedes pintar este violeta.
y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And we want to hear from you on this Free Beer Football Friday. Join us on Facebook Live and on YouTube. We want you there tomorrow during the game as well, because myself, Chandler Honeycutt, Jason Nichols, Marcus Crandall will be having a watch party. So we'll be watching it. Jason Nichols and Cranman will be breaking it down. Chandler and I with our usual antics. We've got giveaways and a whole lot of fun coming up Saturday during the game. So check us out on YouTube and Facebook Live coming up on Saturday. All right, we have got a lot to get to on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Shirley Rhodes is here. Joey is in the house. Chan Man is here as well. And coming up in just a moment, we'll go out to Ann Arbor-ish and talk to Jonathan Ellerbe, see where he's at right now, as he will be at the Big House coming up on Saturday. We'll recap the Pirate Radio football kickoff party from last night, see how everybody's feeling. Also, Brian North's going to join us later this hour. Week 1 preview, get his thoughts on East Carolina, Michigan. We'll talk some NFL with Tony Dunn. We'll be making some picks next week. This week, we'll be looking at the Week 1 lines. Because I have not really dove into those at all. Tony, I talked to him last night. He hasn't looked at them yet. So we'll break down some Week 1 NFL lines coming up at 4 o'clock. Mark Greenhelge, Golf Shop Radio Show, will join us as Clemson Tigers take on Duke coming up on Monday night. We'll talk about that and more. And Morgan Ahlers will join us coming up as well later on in the show. Before we go to Ellerbe, quick vibe check. I'm not even going to ask Shirley how she's doing because she's got a million things going on. But she is high energy today. She's feeling good after the party. Let's go to Chandler real quick. Chan Man, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
You good?
I'm feeling pretty good because I know that I had a blast last night at the State Theater with the executives and the chairman of the board. What a performance they had last night. Had the crowd going with some of their greatest hits. A great crowd last night, despite a lot of people kind of maybe taking the night off and finishing packing and going, having to fly out this morning to Ann Arbor. But a great time last night with a bunch of Pirate fans, and we had a lot of our sponsors there last night. I know I had some clients that came up to me and told me how great of a time they had last night. So it's the party of the year, and it showed last night at the State Theater.
All right, young Joey, a little bit of work, a little bit of play last night. How you feeling on this Friday?
I'm feeling pretty good, refreshed, ready for the weekend. Excited. Football is
yes,
right
sir.
here.
Yes, sir. We got Chris Floyd from State Street in Ann Arbor. John Moody's checking in from Dearborn, Michigan. Said it feels like a bowl game type atmosphere. Well, this is the bowl. This is the biggest bowl ECU's ever been in. This is their chance. Are they going to get an opportunity to play Michigan again? Are they going to get an opportunity to be in a college football playoff? A lot has to happen for that to happen. This is the biggest bowl game. This is the biggest football game East Carolina's ever played in.
Big ball game.
In their career, in the history of the program. And let's go out live to somewhere near Ann Arbor and talk to Jonathan Ellerbe, who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Ellerbe, where are you right now?
I am in the Raleigh-Durham area.
Okay. Well, you're closer to Ann Arbor than we are.
Making step by step.
Yeah. I'm up here looking for Chandler's car key. Did he ever find that?
Actually, that was me looking for my
me.
truck key.
Oh, it was you.
And the answer is no. I never found it.
Okay. Well, you know it's a party when you can't find your car key.
Ever since I've stopped drinking, I've been doing a lot of drunk people stuff. I had a wallet issue last weekend, a keys issue last night, and I'm stone cold sober.
I wondered why your car was still at the parking lot this morning.
Yeah.
Maybe you should start drinking again.
I'm the only sober guy that had to leave his car overnight at the party.
You drove the Uber home.
Oh, dear. All right, but I'm focused, Ellerbe. I'm good to go for this weekend. just as you are, and hopefully the Pirates are. So what's your itinerary? What's your schedule to get out there?
We're going to be getting on a flight here around 5 o'clock, and then getting to Ann Arbor, or actually getting to Detroit tonight around 7, and then get up bright and early, and hope to be outside the big house around 8:30, 9 o'clock doing a tailgate report on the 4-hour Bud Light pregame tailgate. So it's exciting. I mean, it's hard. I mean, the party last night was just awesome. I had a great time. I thought Ken Knox, chairman of the board, was fantastic, and now my game face is on. It's so surreal when you go through this 21st season of doing football, and now here we are again, and just ready to go. That's where I am.
Good stuff, Ellerbe, and man, going to be a ton of Pirates there. I've already seen a lot on social media about East Carolina fans either en route or there somewhere around the Detroit, Ann Arbor area, and going to be a fun tailgate scene, I would think, out there with all the Michigan folks, but a lot of purple and gold out there too.
Yeah, I enjoyed getting the inside scoop from Aaron McMahon the other day on Pirate Radio Live, where he said, Michigan fans get up, they'll be rocking and rolling by 8 or 8:30. So, as a person that puts on a tailgate at Elmhurst for all the home games, it is kind of nice to walk other people's tailgate lots and get a vibe, because I'm usually kind of very landlocked at the Pirate Radio tailgate zone. So looking forward to get the vibe of Big Ten football and the big house, and also to see how much purple and gold I'm actually going to run into in this, and see what this maze out is all about when we get to Michigan tomorrow.
Ellerbe, awesome party last night, and I know a high-stress situation when you're trying to put all that together and do all the normal things you got to do, but it seemed like it went off without a hitch. I saw a ton of smiling faces, people having a good time, people dancing, talking football, watching State UConn in the corner. Thanks for putting that TV in. That was beautiful, and just a great night. How'd it go from your end?
Well, it went great. My day, a lot of people may not know this, but my day got started at 6:45 in the morning when the storm was kind of blowing through, and a giant tree knocked down the power lines behind my house, 2 houses down, and it fell so hard that it actually took the power pole right off my house. So I didn't have power all day yesterday at my house. So I had a lot going on from the start of the day to when I finally got the party. So I was relieved to be in the State Theater last night. And Ken Knox, what a super nice guy, man. He was fun to have on the air yesterday, and it was just a great day. So I appreciate, of course, Carolina Eagle that helped title sponsor Bud Light, put on the pregame show, put on the party every year, and then all the other great sponsors that help pull it off, and then of course Pirate Nation and all you guys at work. I mean, you, Shirley, Glenn, Chandler, Jenny, Joey was a big hand last night. Intern Dan was there, so the whole crew, everybody. We did it as a team, and enjoyed having Bailey, Marcus, and Jason up on stage with us. Billy Weaver. So just a fun group, man. It's just a fun way to start football season. Just a good way to watch some football, drink some beer, and hear a good band.
Awesome stuff, Ellerbe. We'll be talking to you tomorrow morning. So hopefully your trip goes well, and you can have some fun while you're there and catch some football. What's your? We'll go do a vibe check around the room. Did the Pirates stay within that 36? Did the Pirates give Michigan a scare? Did the Pirates pull the upset of the century? What do you think about tomorrow?
No upset, but I'm feeling a good vibe that I think the Pirates can get it done and score maybe a couple touchdowns or whatever. So I'm feeling that the Pirates. I don't think it's going to be a bloodbath. I'm thinking maybe 35-17. So.
All right. There you go from Jonathan Ellerbe. Ellerbe, thank you. We'll check in with you tomorrow morning.
All right. Y'all have a great day. I'll talk to you on Saturday.
Yes, sir. There is Jonathan Ellerbe joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line.
If it's 35-17, I think we're going to have a pretty positive fifth quarter.
Yeah, and depending on how that goes, it might be man, we were like 2 or 3 plays away from winning that damn thing.
Yeah. If this didn't happen or that didn't happen.
I don't know how the game's going to go, and I don't know how the fifth quarter's going to go. It could go a number of ways. I've had that discussion. A lot of people have kind of asked me about it last night at the party and otherwise. What kind of show are you going to have? And it's all dependent upon the game. And if East Carolina plays respectable and you see signs of, okay, this is going to be a pretty good 2023, then we'll have a nice positive show. If they get beat like 70-3, it could be one of those shows.
Yeah.
And it's all like, I don't know. I feel like tomorrow will be a pretty level-headed show, I think. Like the ones that get you are when you expect to win a game and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the ones that they get a little crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
and I don't know how many people are expecting to win tomorrow, Chandler.
And I think, there's a lot of questions still. Just one day, when it comes to the fan base and the media, there's still some question marks with the roster. Still really don't have a starting quarterback, but I kind of have the starting quarterback in my mind who it's going to be.
Raheem Jeter?
Exactly. How'd you read my mind like that?
I can see you're right through the skull.
But I think if some of these questions can be answered tomorrow in a positive note, with a positive answer, and the game doesn't go our way, I still think that there might be some hope for the rest of the season. And like you said, that Marshall game coming up next week is going to be huge in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium.
And look, there might be people listening to us right now that say, what are these jackholes talking about? Why are they so down? We're going to win this game. And you might be right.
And I hope you're right.
And I hope you are right.
Like Danny Beal that day, Danny and Bryce turning against us.
Yeah.
I hope they're wrong.
The Pirate Radio.
I hope they're right. Excuse me. I hope they're right. I hope I'm wrong. Like Danny Beal was
hey,
like,
if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
But I told Danny Beal's like, oh yeah, like I can't wait to come in here and rub it in your face. And I'm like, do it.
Rub it all in.
If you're rubbing it in my face, that means that's a good thing.
So
that means the Pirates win.
I just can go by my feelings on it and looking at the line, looking at Michigan, what they are, looking at what ECU has coming back and not has coming back. It's a little cause for concern as far as a win goes tomorrow in Ann Arbor. But I've missed picks before, but not last night. I was 3-0 last night.
Nice, good job.
Hey, I was tailing Wager. Wager McGee is back, baby. Big night for Wager last night.
Yeah.
Nebraska plus the points, UConn minus the points. Nebraska plus the points, UConn plus the points, UCF minus the points.
I went off a beaten path, and I went and took Florida money line, and that was the only loss for me last night. So could have stayed away from that, but I was still very happy with the start of college football season when it comes to betting, which, man, January can't get here soon enough because these gas prices and having to go to Virginia every weekend.
Traffic now.
Gosh.
A lot going on. All right, Eric, that's a very personal question. I would never ask another man this question, but I'm not asking. Eric's asking. He says, Chandler, did you hit double digits in Pirate Beverages last night?
Let's see. I had to be up there. It had to be up there.
Yeah.
Because I did have, of course, the party at the State Theater. Went to the after party.
You get a little dirty?
Oh, went and got dirty at Dirty Dan's, and Cooper Greer, as always, was great. We had him in the studio to kind of preview kind of the songs that he's written and that he was going to play, and he played them last night, and the crowd at Dirty Dan's was awesome, so I had a few there. You know what? I definitely got into the double digits. I just can't tell you exactly how many.
All right.
But it was a great night.
This man hit double digits last night, and he's here today to talk about it. Jerry says, hello, PRL. I had pulled up yesterday's episode by mistake for a moment. Thought it was still August. Focus up, Jerry. We're in September now. Things go 1,000,000 miles per hour. You got to know where you are. Be where your feet are. Know where you are. Know what's going on. You got to know what's going on tonight. You've got Michigan State versus Mac School, Miami versus Miami of Ohio, Louisville, Georgia Tech. You got to know today's Friday. There's football on. Tomorrow is game day for East Carolina. There's 3 games Sunday, 1 game Monday night. NFL starts next Thursday night. You got to know all this stuff right off the top of your head, man. Come on, Jerry. You're better than that. But you made your mistake, and you made up for it. It's fine.
You're fine. You're here. You're here. That's all that matters. By the way, chairman of the board playing one of my favorite songs regarding your name, Jerry's in Love.
And by the way, I like saying by the way, because you just said it too. By the way, the band that played before chairman of the board, the
Executives
play, I believe they played September.
Yes.
If I remember correctly. Jamie says, question, do you guys have to rest your voices tonight knowing you're going to be doing like 10 hours of football tomorrow? Yes. I have learned sign language, so when I go home tonight, I'll be signing to my family. I draw pictures. Like if I need, if my Diet Mountain Dew runs low, I'll draw a picture of Diet Mountain Dew going into a glass and show my wife.
If you go and pick up dinner tonight, I know sometimes Friday is like a familiar night for you.
Yeah.
You go there and you just point.
I point at the menu.
Point and go, I won't.
I don't even say that. Yeah.
You just go, how can I help you? And then you're like,
what does that mean? To go? To go? Okay, yeah. Yeah, Jamie.
As someone who has...
That's the voice of Shirley Rhodes.
Hey, Shirley.
As someone who has deaf parents, this is kind of insulting here, watching you guys try to do sign language.
Okay, sorry. But when the clock hits 6 o'clock, I will not be speaking until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Steve Hill says HF MFs. Same to you. Steve said, great interview with the Michigan guy. Thank you. We'll be talking to that guy, known as the Maze Madman. He has a real name.
Man.
And that real name is, what I like to say, Phil Peters. Hey, if my name was Phil Peters, I'd have a nickname too, if you know what I'm saying. Wow, that is a bad name now that I think about it.
Say it again.
We'll talk to Phil coming up on the show on Saturday. Kaz said, woo, feeling good. All right. Yes, sir.
Kaz is ready.
Steve said, what treat can I bring you guys tomorrow? Steve, a treat would be just you staying home and resting your back. Don't bring us anything. We've actually got a lot of stuff coming tomorrow.
I was going down the lineup to my dad a while ago, and he was like, can I stay another day and just kind of sit in the studio with you guys? We're going to be taken care of tomorrow when it comes to food.
I'm excited for my first show.
Look at that. Joey came in talking about, who do I pay for the food? Hey, man, we're paying you, buddy.
Appreciate
it. This is your paycheck.
It is.
Yeah. See if you can spend some of those wings to buy gas. Good luck. Tyler is smashing the like from Ann Arbor. It's pretty cool. That's a cool sentence. East Carolina playing Michigan.
And a huge flex.
Elliot says, I cannot watch any games. I have Spectrum. They cannot come to an agreement with Disney. All their channels say cannot come to an agreement. No ESPN games to watch. Elliot, I don't know if I could continue on with life if I was in your circumstance. You got to find a way, man.
If there's a will, well, guess what? There's a way.
Elliot, go to a sports bar. Grab you some. See if you can find like a YouTube TV. I don't know how all this stuff works. YouTube TV maybe, and see if you can go that route. If you pay me some money, I'll give you my login information, and you can watch it that way. Mike P said, I think the clock not stopping after first down is going to keep the score low, tighter. Hammer the under. Pirates cover. Atticus says, Chandler, you want it rubbed in your face, huh?
I do.
It's not that kind of show. Jack said, hello, fellows. Hey, Jack. Eric said, Shirley, you ready? Eric's got a joke. Clip, my wife speaks sign language to me all the time. It usually involves one finger.
That was very Bo Batish.
It usually involves... Go to hell! Hey, Robert, that was for you. Robert requested a Tommy Tuberville earlier. Glad to get that in. Randolph, what's up, buddy? Said good afternoon to us. Chandler said, I'll see you soon, brother. So Randolph 2 weeks ago said he's not bringing by any cakes last Friday, but he said he'd be here this Friday. So Randolph, I believe, is a man of his word.
All right.
We could be getting a treat here this hour.
Well, we had some of those last night.
Oh, we did.
Oh, can I just talk about the food last night quickly and how great it was? Thanks to Christie's, I believe Sam Jones's barbecue was over there too, as well. Some sliders and stuff like that.
Man, those the cheesesteak wraps.
Oh my gosh!
I almost drove about 15 minutes down the road to slap my mama when I ate one of them. It was so good.
It was really good.
I would never
tell,
do that.
I could tell that it was a Philly cheesesteak of some sort. And I was like, man, I got to get me one of those. And as soon as I took the first bite of the first one, I said, I can't wait for the second one. It was great. Awesome food.
No dude. Chandler, you're a star, man. And I love it. I want you to shine bright. And I think you shined bright last night. You got quite a bit of fans out there.
I appreciate that.
And it was really cool. I was kind of late getting on stage. I was actually talking to Dixon Williams, and I looked up. I was at the top. Y'all were on the stage. I was like, oh, crap, I got to get down there. So I ran down the steps. I was cutting through the crowd to get on stage, and I heard two girls talking. One of them said, hey, there's Chandler up there. And I was like, yep, that's my guy. The ladies love him. Chandler Honeycutt. Oh, my God.
I saw him dancing with a special lady last night, too.
Whoa.
Remember, we saw him dancing.
Easy. Should we talk about this?
I don't know about that.
Who was he dancing with?
We're amongst friends.
Who was he talking? Who was he dancing with?
Remember, you were right next to me when he was dancing with her. Wonderful lady.
I have
Mama
no idea.
Shelton.
All right. She was dancing with everybody.
Oh.
That don't count.
I also danced with Brandon Manning's wife. I also danced with Brandon Manning. And that was a lot of fun. A lot of superstitious beers last night.
Yeah, Jenny had fun last night. Bryce had
superstitious beers.
Bryce had that dirt. Bryce had fun last night too.
He did.
All right. Dang. Yes, sir. Josh said, luckily for your mom, you couldn't find your keys. I actually called. So Ryan Meadows, our buddy, was there.
Yeah, talked to him for a good while last night.
I met his lovely wife for the first time. And my mom taught his wife in second grade at James W. Smith Elementary School. It's a small world.
Wow.
In Craven County. How about that? Jenny is in Detroit. Hello, Jenny. Jack says game weekend.
Detroit basketball.
We already did it, but Robert, just to... Shirley, can we get more Tuberville just for Robert?
Go to hell. Get a job.
How many coaches will be saying that as they walk off the field tomorrow, 0-1? Could be quite a bit. Let's take a break. Eric said, Chan Man sliding into those DMs last night after all those power beverages. Hey, baby, I'm a former long snapper.
I'm a former long snapper. Hey, speaking of former long snapper, you just mentioned Ryan Meadows a while ago.
I did.
Ryan Meadows broke the news to me that he, as well, is a former long snapper.
What?
So I told him, I said, the next time that we have him on to talk baseball, I said, we have to introduce you as former long snapper Ryan Meadows.
All right. I'll set up that segment and then I'll leave.
Me and Ryan already had a good connection, but it just grew stronger as he told me that.
Because that long snapper fraternity, that is a tight-knit group.
Very tight-knit.
In fact, you could walk down the street and see a stranger and kind of just say, former long snapper?
And they say, yeah, what chapter?
Todd.
Long snapper lappa.
Kappa long snapper.
Kappa long snapper.
Todd says, the smell of pigskin is growing stronger. Todd is like a cartoon when like you can see the smell coming through like in smoke. Yeah. And he like lifts off his chair and just starts floating towards football season. What is that Todd doing? All right, Fun Friday show, Football Friday, Free Beer Friday. Sure. We got a lot more coming your way when we return after these words. Come on now. Oh, yeah.
Where is their live music every night? Where is the place to watch football with the biggest TV in Greenville? Where is their live bands every Friday and Saturday night with the best bartenders and drinks in town? Located at Bell's Fork, we're open every day until 2 a.m. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. And we will see you at the Buck. Go Pirates!
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina, letting you know about our huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, certified vehicles for every budget, starting at $799 and up. And don't forget, we have all your off-road accessories here with our Washington off-road packages. So bring your Jeep, Ram, or other maker model, and we will take care of your accessories for you. Also, check us out online at WashingtonCDJR.com. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
This is a great time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Hi, it's Russell, and we have a lot going on at the store. All of our women's summer merchandise is now 1/2 price. All of our summer men's apparel is reduced 30 to 50%. This is a great time to save big and get a preview of fall. Selection and sizes are still good. Football season is fast approaching, and we want to be your clothing source for game day, so keep us in mind. It's all about you, our pirate-loving friends at Russell's in downtown Washington.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Skip the cooking this week and liven up your gathering with catering from Jimmy John's. Choose from a variety of mouth-watering Jimmy John's specialties, including box lunches, tasty sides, 18 or 30-piece party boxes, or 12 packs of mini Jimmys, made to order on fresh-baked bread with hand-sliced meats and fresh veggies. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit.
Jimmy John's, with 3 locations in Greenville. Order online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, an airplane, and Bruce is not afraid.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Well, that's not the right one. Here we go. Vacation spots are right in your very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Groundsland Bigfoot checking in. Says, I think I'm Chandler's biggest fan. Hey, get in line. It's a long line. Jamie says, any lady fans for Chandler last night? I did address that. He said, any girlfriend for the night for Chandler? Nah, we didn't Paul Pierce him up.
Could you imagine if I showed up to the party and was introduced?
Camille.
This is Camille. She's my girlfriend for the night.
You know, if you go, there's a website.
There's a website, and they're like, man, we're at a party right now. Somebody's like, we're at a party.
Kevin Garnett comes in. Whoa, 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 whoa.
We live, bro. We live. That did not matter to Paul Pierce.
No lady girlfriend for the night for Chandler last night. Chandler came up to me and said, "Man, I feel like a politician."
I did.
He's shaking hands. He's kissing babies.
You're going to see some sponsors and make sure they're having a good time. And I think I batted 1,000 last night with the clients and them having a great time. So it was great.
I told Tony Dunn and Bryce that you were just selling. Ellerbe said if you didn't make 3 sales during the party, you're fired. Because you were bouncing around trying to make more sales.
Yeah.
You didn't find that funny, did you?
No.
Okay. All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to Brian North, who joins us today to get you ready for your football weekend. North, how you doing, man?
I am doing well. Laboring for you on this Labor Day weekend.
That is right. We will be putting in the labor all weekend long. We're with you all day Saturday. Bright and early Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll be with you during the game with a watch party on YouTube and Facebook Live. And then after the game, the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Glad football is back, Brian, and excited to get into it, even though I don't know if I'm excited to see the outcome of tomorrow's East Carolina game.
See, I'm the optimist. I'm thinking the Pirates control the time of possession, special teams, you get some hidden yardage in there, defense. This defense, I'm curious how much of the playbook they're going to unleash, because if they go full out crazy blitzes and doing stuff and flying guys from different directions, create some turnovers, maybe Michigan comes out a little flat, a little reading their own press clippings and think they can turn it on at any point, just maybe, you'll see some sort of App State-style celebration. At least they'll cover, I would think, at that point.
Did you start drinking early today? No, I'm with you. There's a reason for optimism. And, Brian, you brought up the special teams question to Mike Houston earlier this week about the importance of it. And it's not just, hitting field goals or getting big returns. It's flipping the field and putting yourself in a good spot and the opposition in a tough spot. And, man, that sounds great, but I'm a little gun-shy to even discuss that, because last year I hyped up special teams so much, and Mike Houston said, hey, we're going to put our best players on special teams. We have been practicing it a lot, and East Carolina special teams were overall a negative last year. Now, a lot of that was kicking and things like that, punting, but it is going to be huge. If East Carolina cannot make those mistakes and kill themselves, then yeah, special teams is going to be big to flip the field and things like that on Saturday.
It's called hidden yardage, right?
Yeah.
Outpunt your opponent and limit returns, and you can, they may outgain you total in yards, but the hidden yardage of the special teams always is a kind of underlying current that can really change the way a game comes out. And again, Mike Houston said it. You make them drive down the field. They still may score, but it takes more plays, more opportunities for mistakes. And so that's all you're trying to do. The last thing you want to do is give them a short field, whether it's through special teams, whether it's through a turnover. You really just want to make them work for everything that they have. At the end of the day, they do that and they beat you. You tip your hat to them and say, okay, maybe you were the better team. You just don't want to, as Mike Houston said, like he watched all the games last year, they just capitalized on other people's mistakes and took advantage of it to make it an easier day for them. Just don't give them an easy day, and then you can live with the outcome.
Brian, there's something exciting about newness, and I love Holton Ahlers, but I didn't want him to be at East Carolina forever. Let's see something different. And I'm not saying it's going to be better. In fact, if Mason Garcia is better than Holton Ahlers, then we're going to have a heck of a few years coming up. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it'll be fun to see something different. And I am just fascinated to see. And man, football is overreaction central, because you only play one game a week and you got a lot of time to talk about what you just saw. So it might not go well game one, but fascinated to see how it goes for Mason this year, starting with the Wolverines tomorrow.
As physically talented as a quarterback as you'll ever see, right? Strong arm, great legs, speed. It's just, can he settle his mind down to read defenses and to make the right reads and to handle the pressure he's going to get? Because the bigger question is offensive line. Can they give him any time and protect him against that really good Michigan defensive line? And so any quarterback, Holton Ahlers got a lot better when his offensive line got better, right? And I think you can say that for any quarterback. So if he's got some time, I'm curious to see what he does. And then I still think we're going to see Alex Flynn at some point. And how much different is Alex back there? Is he better? Is he worse? So I'm curious how the whole quarterback thing works out tomorrow. But as Mike Houston told me on the sidelines, Mason Garcia can go win them a game by himself. he has that type of natural ability with his arm strength, with his legs, where he can actually go down the field and win you a game himself. It's just a matter of, does the situation present itself? Where Alex Flynn is a guy who can win with the guys around him. So it's going to be interesting to see how this whole quarterback thing plays out here. And I don't know if we'll have the full answer from Michigan. It's going to probably take a couple of weeks to figure this thing out and see who gives you the best opportunity. But I'm fascinated by, yes, the newness of new quarterbacks and what they provide. But it's going to be some growing pains, regardless of who it is.
I like the idea of Mason Garcia getting out on a broken play and seeing what he can do with his legs. And Holden was really good at when a play broke down, doing it with his arm and at times his legs. But Mason's going to be fun to watch when he's out there in the open field. And I just remember Logan Thomas, and Mason Garcia is probably faster than Logan Thomas was, who's a Commander's tight end now, but was a quarterback at Virginia Tech. I remember him at Dowdy Ficklin, Brian. He was just so big. They'd get to 3rd and 3 like every play, and he would drag two guys and just reach across and get the first down by an inch. It was so frustrating, but kind of reminds me of that with size. And I hope he can use his size to his advantage out there when he's running the ball.
Yeah, Michigan's going to have some big boys, too. They're going to hit him. And so, I hope he doesn't suspend everything in this game.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to live to see another day and get out of bounds or slide or do something, but no, he certainly brings that element, and you can talk to any defensive coordinator. A mobile quarterback gives them nightmares because they don't account for the quarterback a lot of ways, or if they do, then they make their defense weaker in other areas.
Brian North joining us. North, man, I love following my NC State buddies during a state game. They are the saddest sack of fans I've ever seen. They win, and they're not happy. It wasn't pretty enough, and I saw a lot of that last night from Wolfpack fans with their 10-point win over UConn.
Ridiculous. UConn is better, right? They finished strong last year. They have a lot of returners back. NC State goes on the road with a new quarterback, a new offensive coordinator, and 40 new players on the roster. Almost half their roster is new guys coming in. So it takes them a while to kind of mesh everything here. Be happy you go on the road to a tough place tough, but look, Connecticut is not a horrible, downtrodden program by any means.
I saw the end zone during the kicks, Brian. It looked pretty packed. I don't know if they were all in one end zone area, but it looked like a pretty good crowd last night.
Well, Jim Mora is there, and he's a pretty good spin, and there's some excitement there right now in Connecticut. So let's not sit there and have NC State elitists sit there and poo-poo on that this is a horrible win, because, no, you take it. As Ruffin McNeil said, win by one and get out of there, man. You take it. Because that is not – I didn't think it was going to be that easy of a game. I thought it was going to be pretty competitive. And, again, when you have all those new parts for NC State, you kind of need that pregame. You need that one game to kind of figure out who can play and who can't when you turn on the lights. Brennan Armstrong looked okay last night. Good mobile quarterback, scored a couple of times, threw the ball okay. They need to find receivers. And they got a few things to work out. But, my gosh, if you're playing like this the last game of the season, then you need to be worried. But the first game of the year – stop it. You got to win and quit sleeping on other teams thinking that they're inferior just because you don't recognize their name in the football circles. I hate that elitist approach of not understanding your opponent.
Yeah, and I mean, the best thing about winning in football, it's great to get that W, but it also just sets up the next week, and for them, that's Notre Dame at home. So, Carter Finley's going to be a madhouse, and you got Sam Hartman and that high-powered offense rolling in next week, and that'll be a big one. Brian, sticking in the ACC, I've liked South Carolina to beat North Carolina all summer, and I follow a lot of gambling shows and pick shows, and I'm starting to get worried because it looks like a lot of folks are taking South Carolina to beat North Carolina, and usually when everybody's on one side, the other side wins. But should be a fun one. Total is in the mid-60s, so they're expecting a lot of points. You've got a Heisman, hopeful in Drake May, and I guess you've got a Heisman hopeful from a guy that before he even got to college was a Heisman hopeful, and then we saw him play, and it took a bit of a shot down in Spencer Rattler, so I know he's hoping for a big year this year with the Gamecocks, but that'll be a fun one in Charlotte. Looking forward to watching that Saturday night on ABC.
Last time they played, a guy named Sam Howell was quarterback in UNC, and that was in the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and South Carolina ran away in that one, but look, North Carolina is got to come to a point. They've had a rough week, right? They had a professor killed on campus. They had practice shut down for days. They've had some stuff going on, so that's another distraction. Now you're going on the road, but it's Drake May's hometown. So is that a distraction for him playing in front of the family? He seems like a kid who always rises to the occasion. So I kind of expect him to play really well there. South Carolina will probably have the more vocal crowd that's there. So it should be a great environment, but anytime you favor a Mac Brown team, he usually disappoints you. Anytime you underestimate a Mac Brown team, he surprises you. So if that's the case, I like North Carolina in this game. But I've got to. This is one I just got to watch because I think it's going to be a revelation game. You're going to start with the transfer portal and the way people are moving so much. You almost have to reacquaint yourself and figure out who everybody is now.
Yep.
Because you're not getting 3 or 4 year starters staying anymore. So it's just kind of reacquainting and finding out who can play when the lights come on.
Yeah, and it used to be the coach carousel. Now it's the quarterback carousel. You really got to do your homework to see where all these quarterbacks are playing now in college football. And Rattler, of course, coming over from Oklahoma, and May has been in that Tar Heel program. Brian, Monday night, looks like the line's going down a little bit. Duke at home at Wallace Wade against Clemson. How much orange is going to be in that stadium on Monday night?
It usually is, but I think Duke will have its fair share. I mean, they're returning a lot of players from last year. A really good season under Mike Elko, his first year there. So I know it's Duke. I know it's still basketball, but I still think as far as football goes, they've got a lot of interior momentum going, and I think their core fan base will be out and about. So maybe not as much orange as we're used to because they'll give Duke fans the first opportunity. But it'll still be a good Clemson crowd. But this is a bigger game for Duke than it is Clemson, right? I think most Clemson people think you go in, you handle Duke right away. But for Duke, this kind of sets the tone for their season. When you look at who else they have on their schedule, you find a way to win this one home. I mean, that's sky's the limit for them after that. So I think this is a huge game for Duke. I'm curious how they deal with success from last year, how they translated into this big first game.
Brian North joining us. Brian, my daughter started South Central, freshman, on Monday. So I'm a Conley Viking, but I'm a South Central dad. So my Falcons right now are 2-0 in the football season with Chris Cherry, and they're taking on 1-0 North Pitt tonight. That's one game to keep an eye on. Brian, what else you keeping an eye on for the Blitz coming up this Friday night?
Kinston and Aiden Grifton, I think, is a big game. Paul Cornwell and the Chargers after that 2-0 start, but Kinston has one of the best receivers, not named Isaiah Crumpler, around, where they've got Tyreek Copper. It'd be Terrence's son. He's having a really good season. He's a sophomore wide receiver.
Man, he grew up. I saw a picture of him and Terrence recently. He's not a little kid anymore from the last time I remember.
And he has been wide open a lot lately. That doesn't happen by accident a lot. So look for Tyreek returning a little closer to Greenville, and so we think that's going to be a really good game. A lot of good rivalry games around tonight. West Craven New Bern got postponed because of a COVID issue. They're going to move that one to Tuesday. But we've got great rivalry games in Onslow County with Southwest Onslow and White Oak, and then you've got Richlands and East Duplin with their board war. Croatan and East Carteret's a good one. And then Ron Cook in Farmville, undefeated. Ron Cook goes back to his old stomping grounds in Pamlico to take on Bobby Griffin and the Hurricanes. So those are some of the ones that we're keeping an eye on besides South Central North Pitt.
You got a little extra help, Brian? You got your number 2 there, Luke, ready to roll?
We're not booing him yet. We're saying Luke. We're sending Luke out tonight. We haven't made his on-air debut, but we're inching closer to that. We're getting him operating well behind the scenes. He went and shot Barton College last night. The Barton Bulldogs with a big opening night win. So he covered some of that. He'll be out tonight getting used to that. And then maybe tomorrow night we may get him on our late newscast. And then next week we'll throw him right to the Wolves and Wolfpack fans and see what happens to him.
All right, there you go. Brian North joining us. North, have a great weekend, man. We'll check you out on the Blitz tonight and see if we can track you down in our final hour of the Bud Light pregame tailgate in the 11 o'clock hour tomorrow if you're available.
Sounds good. I will be available, and good luck with all your gentlemanly wagering this weekend, Clipper.
Yeah, I got to make the drive up to Virginia after the show to get all that in, so we'll be doing that. All right, Brian. See you, man.
All right, bud. Later.
Brian North, the Blitz coming up tonight. We've got Conley football coming your way as they take on Hunt at 7 o'clock. Before that, the high school huddle with Morgan Ahlers.
The Blitz!
Pretty good. Conan says, can ECU get on the right side of realignment? No. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. right after these messages from our fantastic sponsors at Pirate Radio.
Hurricane, listen to yourself, turn cross, set your tone, need somebody, turn it on, you beat it up and not speak, run, no strings, up, let us have a favorite, clear, fight, down, high, wire.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink this ECU football season. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. And if you like brunch, listen to this. Christie's has brunch every day, Tuesday through Sunday. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at Christie'sEuropub.com. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. Go Pirates!
Are you ready to fall into beauty? Mark your calendar for October 2nd through the 6th to take advantage of the savings on all of Beauty Bar Medispa's services and products. Don't wait for the sale. Save time and money by scheduling your free consultation now. You can trust the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medispa for amazing and natural looking results. Schedule your free consultation today and mark your calendar to fall into beauty. October 2nd through the 6th. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Greenville.
Ah, it's that time of year again. Football is back and the pads are popping. And off the field, it's the popcorn at Wally's 2 Kettle Corn that's popping. Whether it's a movie night or watching the big game with your team, Wally's 2 has you covered like ECU's defensive backs. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, or my favorite, better butter, or specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
When it comes to toughness on the field, the ECU Pirates are second to none. The same holds true for quality equipment. Our lineup of agriculture, lawn, garden, and commercial worksite equipment brings legendary toughness and reliability to any task, and quality makes them easy to own with low monthly payments. Get it done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations or visit us online at QualityEquip.com. Proud sponsors of ECU Pirates football.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
What do I like about being a local agent for Farm Bureau Insurance? Above all, I like helping people. Using my insurance experience to make Pirate Country a better, safer place. Insurance is a necessity, and I take pride in helping people find the right coverage for all their needs. I'm Brandon Manning. Call me at 252-531-1812 for a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, and to learn more about Farm Bureau Insurance and how they can save you time and money. That's Brandon Manning at 252-531-1812.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Brian Packard, ECU former baseballer. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
I've got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gone.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that uses fresh and local ingredients with influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine. The Dickinson Avenue Public House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy dollar oysters Tuesday through Thursday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out daphouse.nc.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with your Pirate Radio Live. Rick is listening from Canada, eating French fries and gravy.
Rick Cantor.
Poutine.
Poutine, I think is what it's called.
Sounds gross when you say poutine.
Yeah, but apparently it is a delicacy in Canada.
Canada.
Where in Canada, by the way?
Where you at, Rick?
Yeah, let us know.
His wife Julie posted on Facebook. So, but it's crazy where you see somebody just a few hours ago, and now they're in Canada. They're in a different country. Like
that's crazy.
That's crazy. I just saw him last night at like 10 o'clock.
You can't wrap your brain around that one.
Travel's insane.
It is. We get in these flying machines and just say, all right, we're good with it.
They're like air cars.
I can tell you that it's only a 2-hour flight from Raleigh to Toronto if you take a direct flight.
That has blown my mind.
In 2 short hours, you can be in another country.
Yep. Been there, done that.
Man. Technology, folks.
It's awesome.
And like, hey, we just talked to Jonathan in hour 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he could be in Michigan right now.
He could.
By the way, Julie said Windsor, Ontario.
My God, not dude. Ontario?
Wait, whoa. Windsor, Ontario.
Windsor, Ontario.
What is wrong with
Ontario?
You definitely went into double digits last night with those pirate beverages.
Hey, Beta Club.
Windsor,
Beta Club guy.
Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario.
What is it? Phi Hika Jamma? What is it that the Long Snapper Club? What is it?
Kappa Long Snapper.
Kappa Long Snapper.
We got to get a little baseball talking here.
Ronald hammers this to left center. That ball is history. And Ronald Acuna Jr. just made history. He has Major League Baseball's first ever 30-60 season, and he does it in grand fashion.
Grand salami last night for Ronald Acuna. 30 dingers, 60 stolen bases.
Just hours after he got married. He got married that morning to his longtime girlfriend. And because he decided, well, his longtime girlfriend is from, I want to say Venezuela. Don't quote me on that. But her visa was about to expire, which would require her to leave for 3 weeks until her visa was reinstated. And because the playoffs are coming up and everything, and the chance that Ronald could make history, he did not want her and their children to have to be away from him during this moment.
Interesting.
So literally he called up his agent and made a couple of phone calls, and that morning there was a wedding ceremony, and so he and his longtime girlfriend got married, and then later on that night he made history in a different way.
Braves beat the Dodgers 8-7. Dodgers came back, but the Braves win it. They'll play again tonight. Jerry says, great respect to myself for smashing the like button.
Just ton of respect.
Pike said, ready to see what happens in Michigan. AT is there on the ground, so I hope he shoots some video. Oh, if AT's there, you're going to get video, pictures, emojis, everything.
All the above.
A plethora of emojis.
Ton of respect to AT. Went to a Braves game recently. Brought me back a cool little mini helmet that they put ice cream in.
And a fan.
It's a Braves fan.
And it's right in there, actually.
Actually, it's on the floor because Joey tossed it on the floor.
No, it's respectfully on top of the file
cabinet. Yeah, because I picked it up because Joey didn't.
Because Joey threw it on the floor.
Why'd you throw it on the floor, dude?
Because he's like, we're Red Sox fans. Why is this Braves fan here?
Look at this guy. Speaking of Joey, got a question.
I'm a Red Sox fan, but I wouldn't disrespect him.
Great. Ton of respect to you, Shirley.
Thank you.
Question for Joey from Not Applicable. Oh, never mind. It was a question for Jamie. That JAMI and JOWI gets me. I was going to say, why is he asking Joey how long it took to set up Peacock? But he was asking somebody else. All right, sorry. This is concerning. Robert says, I walked past Chandler last night and said, Chandler, he put his head down and walked off. Don't be ashamed of your fame. Or maybe you were just having a bad night.
I don't remember that.
Man.
I did not hear you. I promise I would have talked to you. I talk to everybody that comes up to me or says my name.
Robert, I'll talk to him, man. He's got to learn how to handle the fame.
Robert, I'm sorry, man. I just want to publicly apologize to one person, Robert Dietrich.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. If I can go back in time.
Well, share you can't. Robert, are you having friends, family over, anything to watch football this weekend? Chandler will personally show up at your house to make up for it.
It will cost you, though.
Hey, ain't nothing free, baby.
I can't go watch the game with him.
I got a ton of respect for everybody in the chat and even Kevin, because this entire hour, I wish I could cuss so bad. This conference stuff.
Oh,
I could not care less. Could not have any less cares about this. We're week 1 of college football. That's my focus. And thank everybody out there for not bringing this up, because we're having a fun show. We're doing good. But Kevin wants to talk about it, and that's fine, because it is a topic. But he said the AAC should go ahead and add Army, App State, Marshall, maybe Georgia State. I believe the Texas schools we added are going to jump to the Mountain West. There's Kevin's comments. I don't care at all about it. I don't care who's in this stupid conference ECU is in. I don't care about the American. I don't care about the ACC. This is me personally talking. I don't care about any of it. I care about ECU's games on the field. I care about watching other football games. That's my interest. All this stupid crap about Stanford and Syracuse being in the conference together and Rutgers and UCLA being in the conference together, it's all crap. It's all stupid. I don't care. It only pisses me off if I think about it, so I choose not to think about it. I choose to focus on watching Georgia Tech and Louisville play football tonight, watching Miami versus Miami tonight. That's what I'm interested in, not any of this other crap. Michael Winstead said, good afternoon, Pirate Radio family. Good afternoon, Mr. Winstead.
Good afternoon.
How's everybody doing?
How's everybody doing?
Eric said Chandler was popping his collar last night like Wally's 2 kettle corn.
Hey, there we go.
Way to get a sponsor in there.
Yes, sir.
Way to do that. Conan says Montreal is banging. Eric says, don't take it personal, Robert. Chanman has so many babies pulling on his Coach Mac tie all night. Babes, not babies. That's a totally different sentence. It's amazing how one little letter can change a whole sentence.
Wild.
Don't take it personal, Robert. Chanman had so many babes pulling on his Coach Mac tie all night. He was exhausted. You should have wore that bad boy out there.
I should have.
Jamie said, I got my Peacock all set up today. No issues tomorrow. Strange sentence. Kind of strange. Eric says, Kappa Snappa Kappa. Jamie said it took him 5 minutes to set up Peacock. Conan says, after we win tomorrow, we'll be ranked 26th on Monday, just behind UNC at 25th for their respectable loss. Now, Conan, that sounds like reality.
That does sound.
ECU beats Michigan.
Right.
Carolina loses to South Carolina. Pirates receiving votes. Jamie says, we all know Clip hates realignment. I only bring it up if I want to piss him off. Well, there you go. Let's take a break. When we return, Tony Dunn has the magic in him. He looks like the Undertaker right now.
He looks so good.
But soon he's going to rise. That gong's going to hit.
And we're going to have a visitor. I think we got some treats coming.
Oh.
We got Randolph. He doesn't have anything.
Hey, get out of here.
He said, come on, son.
Randolph, we'll see you in a minute. We'll take a break, come back. Hour 2, we'll talk a little NFL and more. Back with you after this.
Restricted, all the temple blow your mind. Pick a verse, semi-verse, I hypnotize with every line. I need a volunteer, how about you?
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the Earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Are you having a hard time participating in the activities you love due to pain? Well, then you need a good stretch or perhaps a massage. At Bodies in Balance, they offer massage therapy, assisted stretching, and Graston techniques to help provide solutions. With years of experience, the team at Bodies in Balance can create a stretch or massage program that is right for you. Mention Pirate Radio to get your first free stretch and your first massage for only $1 per minute. Call 916-4530 to get on the schedule, or you can visit them online at bodiesinbalance.com.
Get ready for tailgate season at Shimmer Boutique. Locally owned and operated, Shimmer has the best selection of game day apparel and accessories for ladies. And gentlemen, Shimmer has a newly restocked wide selection of t-shirts with brands like Local Boy, Old South, Southern Fried Cotton, and the newest edition, Pimp Shrimp. Shimmer has everything you need this fall. They carry the largest selections of Yetis and Hey Dudes and more. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique with locations in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville. Go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Already planning for some fun in the sun? Don't forget to fill your cooler with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. And with 5% alcohol, Twisted Tea is there to turn things up all day long. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for it in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Are you one of the estimated 17 million people in the U.S. suffering from dry eye disorders that are not resolved using over-the-counter or prescription eye drops? Ask ArcPoint Labs about Serum Tears, a natural dry eye solution. At ArcPoint Labs, Serum Tears are tailor-made for you from a quick blood draw, providing a sterile and natural option to help those with dry eye conditions. Contact your ophthalmologist or optometrist for a prescription or contact ArcPoint Labs to help you find one. Visit ArcPoint Labs' new location on Dixon Avenue near the intersection of Arlington Boulevard or schedule online at arcpointlabs.com.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn in Winterville is where you can find the tastiest popcorn around. Make it a movie night at home with Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, or Chandler's favorite, Better Butter, or specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Wally's 2 also caters. If you're hosting a party or event, satisfy your company with delicious popcorn. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road, right across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. It's cool Tony Dunn's here and all, but Randolph is here. Pirate Radio listener, viewer, chops it up with us every day on YouTube, and just delivered some tremendous goodies to us. And did not have to do that, but he did, and I'm excited he did.
I thought he would. I think he's getting some camera love over there, too.
Good.
But, as he should. But I thought he was going to bring in what he usually does, which is nothing but cakes. He did that. But we preach one more here at Pirate Radio. He did one more. Actually, 2 more.
He did a bunch more.
He brought 2 large pizzas from Sam's Club, and he also brought us plates, because we never had plates, solo cups. I mean, we're stashed.
We're about to have a kegger.
We're stashed here.
Last time I saw Tony walk in with that many plastic cups, we were about to have a wild Friday night circa 1999.
Probably.
So, Randolph, thanks so much, man. Glad to have you.
Love that dude.
Listening to it. I can't wait to see you getting mad at Dak Prescott here in a few weeks. That's going to be a lot of fun. You know that's coming.
Calling for Trey Lance.
That's right. You can call for Trey Lance to come in now. How about that? Did that happen since last time we talked?
I don't think so. Randolph's going to have to get him some hair plugs.
What's
Trey
that?
Lance.
Trey Lance.
Have you seen his hairline?
I feel like you talk about this a lot.
Runaway hairline, dude.
I've seen a picture where his hair kind of looks like Mahomes in a sense. And he's wearing 15, and the memes are just like Jerry Jones thinks he's got Mahomes.
His hair starts where the headset is on my.
All right,
you gotta Google it.
Tony.
Yeah.
How you feeling about ECU Michigan? I like that you wear your name on your shirt today.
Just in case you forget.
Yeah.
Just in case you forget. How am I feeling about it? I am feeling not so good. if winning is the goal.
Yeah.
And not to dump on our team. You know what I'm saying? Is like by any means this isn't a criticism of the Pirates. I mean, what a tall task it is to go to Ann Arbor. And with, the pedigree, they're really not the same program. You can't say, oh, remember when App State beat them? It's nothing like that. What was it? Wasn't that the Lord? Didn't he have a funny name?
Lloyd Carr.
The coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that team was top 10 preseason, but not like this team that is considered to be a championship contender.
This team has gotten consistently better under Harbaugh year in and year out. And last year, I mean, they really should have won. What was it, TCU?
Yeah, a wild one last year in the playoff.
Yeah, man, it was down to the end. And I really like the J.J. McCarthy. I think that's their quarterback. So I think he's good. I mean, their offensive line, they have like probably 4 guys on the bench for their offensive line that could start anywhere in the country.
Yeah, that O-line versus D-line, their O-line, our D-line. Although I like our D-line when we play Marshall and App State and conference teams, I don't know if I like them against Michigan. I am concerned that a first-time starting quarterback is taking on that kind of
man, it's tough. I mean, it's defense. A tough task, and then on top of that is, well, I mean, maybe if anything's good,
Chandler, you're bothering me. I know you're trying to do this without saying anything. You keep looking over at Joey.
What?
Do you need to say something?
Yeah.
What is he?
Joey,
turn your mic off.
His mic is off, isn't it?
It is off. I just turned it on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hearing him.
Okay, well,
that was me talking. Pay attention here.
You're over there.
Joey, go get him some pizza.
You're constantly looking at Joey, looking at your phone. And I know you were doing the right thing, not trying to interrupt the show, especially for the radio audience.
Yeah.
But it was bothering me.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. We're all good. We're good.
Okay.
Everybody's good.
Do you want a slice, Chandler? Is that what it is?
Nah, I'll get it during the break.
Because that looks good.
It does.
It does. Harbaugh, though. No Harbaugh. Maybe they'll be
no offensive coordinator.
Or offensive coordinator.
And is this all stem back to the COVID thing?
Yes.
Remember, and do you know what the suspension was actually for? Like him taking the guys to lunch.
Wasn't it illegal pizza or something?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Is that he
And then he lied. Can't lie. Earlier, Robert in YouTube said that Chandler big-timed him last night. He said, for the record, I talked to Tony in UBE one day, and he was very pleasant. So there you go.
Wow.
Tony, man of the people, Chandler, kind of looking down on some people.
I'm an ass.
Chandler's a great dude. Just he didn't hear you, Robert. Tony enjoyed talking to you at the party last night.
Yeah, we had a nice time.
Do you run into any people like, hey, love you on Pirate Radio, bro?
I love your Panther talk.
No, you know what? They all just kept asking me about Clip and Chandler.
Really?
Yeah. No,
All right,
not
what's
really.
our deal?
No.
What's their problem? Why are they two complete idiots?
Why has Chandler got such big cheeks when he smiles? He's so adorable.
I just want to pinch him.
I know.
All right, so Tony asked me last night. I like this question from Tony. He said, all right, what do I watch on Saturday?
Yeah.
And I gave him a few games. I gave him 2 that start at 7. I love the or maybe Carolina's at 8, but either way, 2 Saturday night games. North Carolina, South Carolina, UTSA, Houston. I'll be paying attention to those. Sunday night, you got your FSU, LSU game of the week. So, yeah, you going to watch a little college football this year?
I am.
Tony?
I'm going to try to, at least occasionally. And then on top of that, what about the stupid news today about the ACC?
I know, man.
Guys, so
don't bring that up.
It's fine.
Did you guys?
You're right. It's stupid. No, I don't like talking about it because it's stupid.
They're gonna have to just change the name of their conference.
It's not the Atlantic Coast,
right?
Every conference should change it.
They should call it like the All-American Coastal Conference,
because technically there are teams on the coast, and then you got one like in the Gulf though with SMU. So
and it is a coast.
middle of the road.
Yeah.
/ Gulf. All right, let's talk NFL news and notes before we get into lines. I want to talk Week 1 lines because we had a discussion with Chan Man, Papa Honeycutt, and Tony last night about Falcons-Panthers Week 1, and we realized that we really hadn't taken a gander at these lines yet. So we'll dive into some of those. But first, some news and notes. Tony, I guess since we last talked, Josh Jacobs is back with the Raiders.
Okay, yeah, I think somehow he signed a deal too. Is this like the same as Saquon to a degree, where they
just like the 1 year?
Yeah, where they somehow like take the franchise tag.
We found some money
and then add like an extra bag of Doritos to it, or
something like that. But what is Jonathan Taylor's deal?
So they're not going to trade him, and he's most likely not going to play for the first 4 games at least.
He's
right?
on IR.
Okay,
yeah, so he can't play for the first 4 games, which is some mysterious foot injury that they just made up, that he made up probably, so he didn't have to play.
No, it's Irsay made up, because I remember him coming out in the media saying, "I'm healthy. I don't have any issues."
That was the back one, though. Remember, it was the back or something, and then now, so I think he's trying to protect himself because he's also trying to sit out. From what I've heard is the Colts asked just too much for him. Is that there's some teams that want to get him and are willing to pay him.
Yeah.
But they don't want to pay $14 million a year and give up a first-round draft.
And Irsay did that to say, see, that you're not worth this much.
Which is, there is a sort of irony to that, or I don't know if that's the right word, but like with the idea that you don't want to pay running backs. So you say, well, you're easily replaceable, but then you ask a first-round pick for them. So, that's kind of, I feel like the pot calling the kettle black.
Yep, everybody's looking out for their self-interest.
The Packers and the Dolphins wanted to make him the highest-paid running back had they got the trade, but I think the Colts were asking Miami for Waddle. like Jalen Waddle and
right.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
and pick on top of them. It's just like that.
Well, the Dolphins need to do something, but the Packers have Aaron Jones. That would have been interesting if they ponied up for Taylor, or unless Jones was part
I'm
of the
about
deal.
to say he could have been in the package.
Yeah, he probably would have been.
Why do the Dolphins need to do anything? I feel like they're just like the 49ers now.
Well, they need anybody in the backfield because their only healthy running backs are Raheem Mostert and an undrafted free agent.
Okay.
Because Wilson and
Devon.
Hackney. Yeah. Are hurt.
Choky.
Yeah.
What about the guy from the Jets? So they
Reese, Dalvin, who we talking about?
Well, they got Dalvin, and the guy that came back. They had a third round
with the long name.
Yeah.
I watched him on Hard Knocks. I know you're talking about.
Like, I mean, there's a guy that maybe they could, but I guess that's a division. You don't want to help your division opponent.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see. Any other NFL news and notes this week?
Trey Lance to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Bad year for quarterback.
Matt Corral to the Patriots.
He's going to be their QB1. As Mr. Stash walks in through the front door right now.
Wow, how'd you know that was going to happen? That's crazy.
Can we ask him? Mac Jones or Matt Corral?
First question. On the mic. Don't even let him get in the door. And we're peppered in with questions.
One of the wild things about this is that
you keep Mac Jones' name out of your mouth there, pal. All right.
Stop talking.
Matt Corral, we picked him up because Zappy and Malik are on the practice squad, so watch your mouth.
Corral's going to be QB1.
You watch your mouth, too.
All right. Get Danny off the mic. He just logged in.
His size 15 shoe will teach you.
Who's that?
Matt Corral. He wears a size 15.
All right.
You know, the kind of the irony of that situation is the Panthers traded up to get Matt Corral, and the team they traded with was the New England Patriots, who then got Bailey Zappi later on. And now they have Matt Corral and dropped Bailey Zappi and got their trade, like basically got our draft pick as well.
A very minimal game of chess that's not going to matter with those players, but somehow Belichick still.
Patriots are tanking this year for Caleb.
Well, they're not going to get Caleb. Have you seen the Arizona Cardinals are pulling off the most obvious tank job in NFL history?
Did you see what the Steve Wilkes story?
No.
Steve Wilkes testified because he's the suing the league or whatever. That what is it? Steve Keim, who was their former
Arizona.
Yeah, and they were suspended, right? So somehow the GM got suspended for something, and the owner gave Steve Wilkes a burner phone to be in contact with the GM. So I mean, Arizona's just a crazy place right now. But you're right, they are. Well, don't they have multiple first round picks too now? Didn't they trade?
If you look at mock drafts today,
Texans.
Yeah.
If you look at mock drafts today, they're predicted to get the first 2 picks in next year's draft.
That's wild.
So they'll get like Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison, 1 and 2.
And is this a news? How is this happening so frequently now? Is like the Texans did that this year? I don't ever remember a team having 2 top 5 picks before.
Yeah, it's going like the baseball model where you either are a contender or you just bottom out. You don't want to be in the middle. We see that a lot in baseball, I feel like. Like the Charlotte Hornets are always in the middle, middle bad, basically. Danny, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, how are you guys?
How you feeling today?
Awesome. Had a great time at the party last night. It was an awesome event. Obviously, got to hear Jeff Charles' wife speak. That was really cool. Got to see some people that I hadn't seen in a while. But yeah, it was a good time. I'm good.
Good deal.
Just got done with lifting, so here hanging out.
All right.
See that? You like that? You like
that? Looking good. Let's get a break in because I want to get to week 1 lines. So Tony, you haven't looked at them at all.
No.
Have you, Chan?
Well, we looked at the.
I've got it pulled up here. I haven't looked at all of them.
He's cheating.
Well, no, that's fine.
Cheater.
I've got them pulled up. I haven't read through them though.
All right.
Yes, we're guessing.
So we'll let Tony guess at least, and Joey.
Well, I have it pulled up, but I'm not looking at it.
Maybe I can do.
I do know the.
You know the mentalist guy from Hard Knocks.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I could be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -7.5. I saw it in his eye.
Did y'all see that, by the way?
It's messed. He did it with the
He's done it multiple
Ravens
times
too.
with different teams.
Yeah, he was in the meeting room with the Jets, and he had a guy come up and predict who they're going to play in the Super Bowl and the score. And he already had it it appeared on a card. It was.
Do you remember when he did the Ravens? He did it with the Ravens. last year, and they asked him like who would they have perform at halftime.
Oh yeah,
and they were like, and he had it all written on the card. I told my trainer Sean Adams at Takeoff Fitness. I told him, I said,
way to get that plug in.
Done. I told him about this, and he hadn't heard about it. And I showed him. He said, "Man, black people love magic."
I gotta tell you, one of my favorite things is to watch David Blaine do street magic and see the reactions. It's fun. It's fun to watch. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll look at Week 1 lines for the NFL. You want to say something? You were looking at me intently and nodding. I didn't know if you had something.
No.
Nothing at all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm going to guess some lines. I haven't pulled up, but I'm not looking.
Okay, I know. I can see your screen. I believe you. You're a man of honor. You're a man of integrity. Back with you after this.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Washington, North Carolina, letting you know about our huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, certified vehicles for every budget, starting at $799 and up. And don't forget, we have all your off-road accessories here with our Washington off-road packages. So bring your Jeep, Ram, or other maker model, and we will take care of your accessories for you. Also, check us out online at WashingtonCDJR.com. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
It's hard to forget how hot it gets around here in the summer. Remember, the hotter it is outside, the harder your AC has to work to keep it cool inside. And the more energy it uses to keep you cool, the higher your utility bill will be. Your neighbors at GUC have tips to help you reduce your energy use, such as using fans to cool you down inside and cooking outside when you can in the summer. For more tips, go to GUC.com and look for ways to save.
Papa John's new Garlic Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza is the pizza inspired by our biggest fans. With that garlic flavor you all love.
In it, on it, with it.
Get the new Garlic Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza for $13.99 only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Hey, Birdland! Experience one of Oriole Park at Camden Yard's best values with the completely redesigned Pepsi All-Inclusive Picnic Perch. With an updated brand and a fresh new look, enjoy exclusive club-level access with left-field club seating and an all-inclusive food and beverage menu, including hot dogs, pulled pork barbecue, assorted Pepsi drink products, and more. Take advantage of this great deal now. Tickets start at just $45. Buy your tickets at Orioles.com/picnicperch.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Defense!
What are you doing?
You haven't heard? Carolina Hardscapes has the best defense in Pitt County. And you know defense wins championships.
What? No. They have the best fence company in Pitt County.
Wait, they do fencing now?
That's right. Just give them a call at 364-1201 and they'll get the job done right. And don't forget, they still do patios, pools, and mulch.
Wow, now that's a championship caliber company. Carolina Hardscapes. Enjoy the outdoors.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier restaurant and bourbon authority. Jefferson's, Basil Hayden, Woodford Reserve, and a Midwinter Night's Dram are just a few of the incredible bourbon options. The Rick House features the very best steaks and fresh, made-from-scratch pastas. The Rick House can host your corporate event or special parties in the 3,000-square-foot banquet hall. Join the Rick House for Sunday brunch from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and for the wine tastings on the last Friday of every month. The Rick House.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio.
Pirate.
Radio.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. I'm just teaching Danny Bill life lessons in here. That's all.
I would very much like to know what you were talking about because your hand motions, I was like, are you saying that Danny has a huge head? What are you doing? It's like his
I'm saying he's curved.
his dome is a little too big or something.
I asked Danny, do we have an intern pecking order? And Danny, would you like to say what you said?
We sure do, and I'm above Joey, and he knows it too.
Joey?
I just let the kid think what he
The kid. Oh, I like that. Throw it in the kid.
The kid, yeah.
That's a good disrespectful term.
Slugger.
All right, sport. All right, so DB, welcome in. You can't talk this segment because we're talking about gambling.
I can guess. I feel like I can guess who I think is
favorite.
Yeah,
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
I just can't say who I would pick.
We don't want you to
Why is that? Because of sports?
Yeah, NCAA is.
Oh, okay.
He's a D1 athlete.
Got you. Well, listen and learn.
All right.
How not to do it.
How do y'all feel about the Thursday night opener? The matchup itself.
Who is it?
It seems like it would be a weird matchup, but I feel like the lines are getting to that
Lions
point.
at Chiefs, Tony.
Oh,
I believe the Lions are getting to that point where they're being respected. And I think that great respect to the Lions. I'm actually interested in this game.
I like it. I like that they put the Lions up there. It's not your like Chiefs Bills or NFC East game.
Super Bowl matchup or rematch.
So good for the Lions.
The only thing I don't like about it is I'm gonna have to hear old people for the next week be like, "How the heck are we supposed to watch TV when it's on Amazon Prime or whatever?"
Wait.
Is it on NBC
Isn't it?
opening night?
Is it Thursday night, right?
I would think
Thursday.
it would be
Or do
NBC.
they not do that for...
Yeah, not for the first one.
Okay.
They go Prime later.
Okay. Well, good. Then I have a whole week.
Side question while we're talking about TVs and schedules. How do y'all feel about the Panthers? They're involved in the Monday night doubleheader this year, right?
Yeah.
Week 2.
The first game, I believe.
I love a Monday night doubleheader.
Do you like it week 2?
Yeah. Do I like it?
That is weird they do it week 2 instead of week 1 now. But
we're the first. We'll be playing a division foe in our second one in 2 weeks.
Right.
Falcons week 1, Saints week 2 will be the first game of that doubleheader.
all right. Speaking of respect to the Lions, how much respect is Vegas giving them week 1 against the Chiefs?
I think it'll be like a touchdown, like 6.5 to a touchdown.
All right.
I'm gonna say 6.5.
Joey,
I don't think it's a full touchdown.
I'll go 8.5.
8.5 Chiefs. Tony,
I think 6.5. I'm with you.
and Chandler,
5.5.
6.5.
Oh!
We'll see if it changes, but right now, Chiefs 6.5 over the Lions.
I think that's reasonable.
All right, Panthers and Falcons. This is kind of why we're doing this today because last night we talked about this at the party. I thought this was this is too high for my blood.
I think it should be a pick 'em.
For those that don't know, you probably know it already, right, Joey?
I think I know the ballpark.
Danny, what would you think it is at Atlanta?
Atlanta, like field goal, like 3.5, 4.
All right, Joey.
That's what I think it was.
It's 3.5. We talked. I was thinking like 2.5 should be the line.
I think it should be a pick 'em.
Yeah,
if it was in Carolina, I bet it would be. But I think that the fact that it's in Atlanta, it's Bryce's first start on the road. I feel like,
man, they got Ritter. That's like his first start.
I love the Panthers with that number.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's a field goal game. It feels like
They might win it outright.
All right,
we got to watch for Bijan though. That's the guy.
The guy, pal.
Dude, guy.
Texans at Ravens. You know, the Ravens are favored. Joey, by how much?
Texans at Ravens. Let's go 7.5.
That's
okay.
Dude, that's your. I think it's going to be like double digits. I'm thinking like.
I'm going 8.5.
I don't know if it's over. It can't be double digits. I go 9.
Danny?
10.5.
It can be double digits.
It
is double digits.
Oh.
It's 10.
Wow.
Dang.
Dude, the Texans are going to be miserable.
All right, division game. Bengals at Browns. Tony.
Bengals favored by 4.
Chandler.
I'm going to go Bengals 5.5.
4, 5.5. Danny.
Bengals 3.
And
Yeah, I'm with Chandler 5.5.
It is 2.5.
Wow.
Division
We're
game.
closest to the pin. I'm killing it.
I guess Burrow, is he in question to play?
Well, I mean,
back
I
at
think,
practice.
yeah, he
Be fully
practiced.
healthy.
I guess division game on the road. All right, speaking of division games on the road, this one's not as good. Jags at Colts. Danny.
Jags 5.
Tony.
Jags 4.5.
Chandler.
Jags
I think
3.
that's too low, by the way. It's probably like 6.5.
Joey.
6.5.
All right, one of
Yeah.
you hit it exact, and that was Tony, 4.5.
Oh, nice.
The NFL, it's like tighter than you think it should be.
Yeah.
Because there are good teams and bad teams, but they're all professionals. Everybody's
Yeah.
got good players.
Yeah, exactly.
You almost have to take a point or two off your brain.
I think that's an easy cover for the Jags.
Famous last words there. I mean, I agree. I think they're going to win, but like, God,
I mean, what, Anthony Richardson just go out there and have like the first game and just be the hottest player.
All right, so Cam's first game lit it up against the Cardinals, but did they lose that game?
They did lose
Okay.
because Patrick Peterson, I think, had a punt return for a touchdown or something in there. Yeah.
All right, Bucks at Vikings. Not a good game on paper. We'll start with Chandler. Bucks at Vikings.
I'm going to go Vikings.
Sorry.
You really
Tony, you're up. I didn't mean to do that, Chandler.
Bucks at Vikings. I say this is 5.5 for the Vikings.
All right, Danny.
Vikings 7.5.
Joey.
Yeah, I'll go 6.5 again.
All right, and Chandler.
I'll go 6.
Chandler hits it with 6.
Really?
All y'all are in the ballpark, but
Nice.
So there's this account that I follow.
Really?
On X.
fascinating.
No,
It's called Quarterback School, QB School.
Yeah.
I like the way that guy breaks down things. He roasted Baker Mayfield.
Did he?
And just about how bad and how fundamentally broken he is.
Really?
I think they're in for a terrible, terrible year this year.
I agree.
Whether that's Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask.
What
I
was
think
your
there's no-
reaction about a moment ago?
Just the fact that they don't have a quarterback. I feel like the line should be way bigger with Jefferson and Kirk Cousins. Hey, what time are they playing? 1?
That's a 1 o'clocker.
Yeah, that's his prime time.
So you got to build in 2 more points for Minnesota if they play at 1.
Yeah.
I might have poo-pooed on this game a little yesterday. I kind of like this game. Titans at Saints. It's a pretty good game. But what is the spread of that game, Chandler? God, you're still eating. Tony.
2.5 for the Titans.
All right.
On the road.
Titans by 2.5?
Yeah.
Danny's your name.
Saints 3.5.
All right. That is a very...
That's a way different take.
I was going to go Saints 1.5.
Okay, Chandler.
Might even be a pick. No, it probably might be Saints like 1.
Saints 2.5.
Tannehill's starting, right?
Danny, you were on the right track there.
Oh, wow.
Saints 1 or is it Saints 3.5?
Saints 3.5.
Wow.
But that is plus 100. So basically 3 field goal. You like the Titans, I guess. Or you don't
I
like
don't
the Saints?
like this. I don't know enough about the Saints, to be honest. About first, they're not going to have Kamara, right? He's going to be suspended. Then you don't know what David Carr is going to look like. Derek. I mean, who knows what David would look like if he played? I know he would just be.
People don't talk about that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I've seen him lately. He looks the same. That family's got good genes.
Yeah.
I gotta
say. So we'll see. And then the Titans are one of those teams. I think the Titans start strong and then just struggle down the stretch.
All right. Admittedly, I haven't followed it. Has Tannehill played all preseason?
No.
Has anybody seen him in the last, say, year?
No need to.
I mean, I don't know if he's alive.
Well, he's getting paid like it.
Well,
he's getting big
good
money.
for the Tannehill
I mean, now
estate.
they have they got DeAndre Hopkins, they got Derrick Henry. Like, they're a more talented team than the Saints, I think.
I talked about it on the air. I saw like a power rankings, whatever, NFL, and the Titans were like mid-20s.
I mean, they have a top 5 coach.
I think that's crazy,
That's
right?
nuts.
And when it comes to DeAndre Hopkins being signed by them, if you look in the past with the Titans, you see they had Randy Moss. I don't know if people know Randy Moss was a Titan.
Randy Moss was a Titan? I didn't know.
Randy
that.
Moss was a Titan. You have Andre Johnson. They signed Robert Woods, Julio Jones. And it's kind of like
then that means DeAndre Hopkins going to be terrible.
I think
Chandler.
I think the DeAndre Hopkins can break the curse here. I think he could really.
I thought you were going a different way with that.
I think he could really help the Titans.
Yeah, I got him in 2 leagues. But that is a good point. That's a football guy point right there, Chandler.
Yeah, and you know what? That doesn't make me feel good about his season coming up.
All right, let's continue on. Still in the 1 o'clock. This is our 1 o'clock game of the week. Niners at Steelers. What is the line on this game, Chandler?
I'm going to go Niners at Steelers.
The Niners are going to be favored.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go Niners, and I'm going to go. That's too high. I'm going to go 2.5.
All right, Tony.
That's what I think.
Joey.
And that's the sucker's bet.
First number came to mind was 4.
Maybe if it's 3.5, I'm taking the Steelers.
Pittsburgh 2.5.
Ooh.
What, favored over the Niners?
Yep.
Yeah, Dan, you went the wrong way. It is 2.5 Niners.
Yeah, so, man, if that moves up over a field goal, I think, man, the Steelers, I think, are a sneaky team this year.
Was it last year the Niners had a dumb week 1 loss?
Oh, man, where they were like real. Was it Denver? No.
The only reason I say that is because Purdy has been absolutely miserable this preseason. Like, terrible.
It's coming back to earth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they lost.
Sam Darnold's going to be their starter. He's going to be the comeback player of the year this year.
The Niners lost to the Bears week 1 last year.
Yeah, that was the game where Justin Fields went sliding into the mud in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
They remember that.
All right, we go to the 4 o'clocks. Raiders at the new Sean Payton Denver Broncos. Joey.
Raiders at the Broncos.
Raiders got their weapons, I guess, intact with Jacobs coming back.
I'll go Broncos 2.5. I don't know.
Okay. Danny?
Denver 4.5.
Tony?
4.5.
I'm going to say, I think Joey's right. I'm going to go 3.5 just to be different, Denver.
All right, and Chandler?
I'm going to go pick them.
All right.
Oh, good
It
one.
is Denver -4.
I was going to say 4. That sucks.
What'd you go, 4.5?
4.5.
We split the difference.
A lot of division games week 1. All right, Dolphins at Chargers. This is our 4 o'clock game of the week.
Oh, this is the game of this is awesome.
A lot of stimulation looking at the jerseys here.
Yeah, that's going to to be pretty cool. That's going to be a good one.
You're going to have some pop. If you might want to have an old.
What?
Your eyes are just going to pop.
Oh, I thought
Like a pop.
I say pot.
I thought that's what she said.
A lot of pot.
Ooh, I feel great.
This one you might want to watch on an old TV because, like, if your TV's too good, those colors are going to affect you. Good matchup too. But what does Vegas say, Danny?
Clip, do they have like that warning that before video games, like if you suffer from seizures, be careful.
Watch out for this one. Tyreek Hill running in that jersey.
Totally.
Yeah.
Dolphins 2.5.
Dolphins on the road by 2.5. Wow. Tony.
Might be too bold. I don't know.
I mean, if I was setting the line, I would favor the Dolphins, but I don't know if they're gonna. I'm gonna say pick them.
Okay. I love a good pick 'em. Chandler.
I'm going to go Chargers. I was going to say 2.5, but I'm going to bump it up 0.5 point. I'm going to say 3.
Okay.
Chargers 1.5.
Chargers are favored by a field goal.
Oh.
Give me Miami. Money line. Let's go.
No respect for the Dolphins, Shirley.
She's used to that. Yeah. Danny Beal, your Patriots are at home against the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm going to ask Chandler what the line of that game is.
Eagles.
Did you do
Eagles?
that yourself?
Yeah, he did.
From downtown.
Eagles are favored by how much?
4.5.
I like that line. Tony?
It's higher than that. I say 6.5.
Joey?
Repeat the matchup again.
Eagles on the road at New England.
Oh man, on DB's team, probably like 14. No, no, for real. Like
if Matt Corral was starting, it'd be pick 'em. But
I could see a sneaky little 7.5.
Okay, Danny.
That's so disrespectful.
Y'all are gonna be bad this year, man.
It's like 3. I think it's like 3.5 or 4.
Tony, I mean, I'm with you, but this is the NFL. The Eagles are a 3.5-point favorite.
Oh, I'm putting.
Everybody in the world is going to take the Eagles, which is why I'm going to take the Patriots.
And then Mac Jones.
From
down under.
Something's not right.
So that means it's going to go up in the next 2 weeks.
It's got to go
That's
up.
such a trap.
This
is such a trap.
I know.
Everybody's going to be like, Eagles.
I know.
Yeah, they want you to take it now.
It's not a trap, man. This is not a trap.
Oh, man. Let's take a break. We got a few more games left. We'll come back more with Tony Dunn and the crew as we talk NFL Week 1 lines. Next week, we'll be making our picks. But today, just running down Week 1 lines. Back with you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
The Sidebar is the place to be this football season in downtown Greenville. Get your team together for dinner on the patio or inside starting at 5:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Or take a break from work and enjoy the tastiest foods around for lunch Thursday through Saturday from 11:30 to 2:30. And on Sundays, enjoy a delicious fall brunch from 11 to 2. Make your reservation today by calling 751-0151. Follow The Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville for more details. Go Pirates!
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts.
That's Familia.
Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12.
That's Familia.
Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup.
That's Familia.
Clip, really?
Oh, sorry.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Hi, I'm Christy Conway. And I'm Tracy Ayers. We are the co-owners of E&C Pirate Realty. We have set out to change the real estate experience in eastern North Carolina.
Whether buying, selling, or renting, our trained family of professionals are here to find you the right place to live.
Stop by our Greenville office or visit encpiraterealty.com online today.
And like our motto says, we close the deal.
Or someone walks the plank.
It's that time of year again. Football is back and the pads are popping. And off the field, it's the popcorn at Wally's 2 Kettle Corn that's popping. Whether it's a movie night or watching the big game with your team, Wally's 2 has you covered like ECU's defensive backs. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, or my favorite, better butter, or specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
Pirate Radio.
ECU Pirates. Can't nobody do what we do. You know. That's right. All right then. Yeah!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have lunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. For the latest information, check Christie's out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or Christie'sEuropub.com. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint today at Christie's Europub. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
What are we talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Football, that's what.
Danny's munching on some awesome pizza thanks to Randolph, who dropped off some goodies for us.
The lemon bun cake, dude.
Randolph,
wow, what a bite.
Randolph's in Studio B and on the YouTube chat, checking out
Nice,
Pirate Radio.
nice.
I like that.
Smash the thumbs up, subscribe.
Jamie said Anthony Richardson's going to run for 100 yards in the opener.
Says the Colts fan.
Interested to see.
Well, I mean, that could be fine, but that doesn't mean you're going to win.
Yeah. Chad said tighten up earlier.
I'm with you,
Chandler,
Chad. At
do
least
the voice,
through week
Chandler.
1.
Do the voice. You know you want to.
It's crazy because now I'm kind of rooting for the Titans because of Chandler doing Mike Keith impressions and us having Mike Keith on the show. Puts a little Titan soft spot into my heart.
Yes, sir.
Eric says, give my man Randolph some screen time. He got in the bed. He's in there a little bit.
How about this? Is Chad has been tuning into this show diligently for like 15 years and just begging for anybody to
and we
care
just
about
crap on the Titans.
And then all of a sudden it's the new kid, Chandler, newer kid. I know you're not new anymore. And his impression and got one interview and now you finally pay attention. Poor Chad.
But the Titans are going to be what they are. Remember that year they were like 14-3 and
then
still
lost in the.
We were like, they're not good.
Yeah.
You'll see, they're not very good. They just kind of are. They're a solid team.
We need a "We Are Who We Thought They Were" soundbite.
Yes, they're just not exciting.
No.
You know what I mean? All right. Sorry, Chad. We ended up crapping on the Titans again. Back to the line.
Even when we try to compliment you.
Yeah, we were trying to say good stuff. This is not a game I'm interested in. This will be a good go pick up dinner game, a good dad game, as Tony and I call it. Rams at Seahawks.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. The Seahawks are favored by 4.5.
All right. The 12th man, Chandler.
That might be a hair too much, but
Seahawks 3.
Okay. Joey.
Seahawks 2.5.
You were like looking into space and you're Seahawks 3.
All right. Danny?
I don't want to say Seahawks because they cut Holton. Seahawks 5.
Oh, we need to talk about that.
He's on the practice squad, right?
Nope. Tony, you you suckered Chandler and Joey to go lower, but Danny didn't fall for the bait. It is Seahawks 5.
Oh,
you said you might have gone too high, so everybody else went lower. So I took them to make the playoffs last week. It was kind of a like Colin Cowherd, dumb, bold pick type thing.
The Seahawks?
The Rams.
To make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Playoffs? Maybe
I don't think they're going to be as bad.
You know,
like
you might be
Stafford,
right because we haven't seen Stafford. Now, Stafford
Did you hear the story about Stafford?
Where he said he can't relate to the guys?
That was weird.
he got one of the managers to make a book of faces so he could remember all of his teammates' names.
A photo book, like a face, like
so like you
like at work, where you go into the contact directory and you're like, "What's that person's name? Oh, that's their face."
Oh, you know the game where you like flip over cards and you have to match them?
Yeah, it's like teammate of the year. Jeez, dude.
Yeah, he said that he can't. He's not that old. He's like, I can't relate to them. They're always on their phones.
How old is he?
They call me Mr. Stafford. He's not that old. He doesn't look that old.
I relate to the guy though. I mean, people call me
35 is pretty old.
Somebody I was listening to the podcast said that they thought I told them, I said, yeah, I turned 42 I'm going to turn 42 this year. They go, somebody in the chat goes, "Oh, I thought you were in your 50s."
Wow.
It's like, ouch. Yeah, I know, ouch. But when you were young,
yeah.
When you were 18, 35 is like 55.
You're right. He's older than I thought.
We do forget how long he was in Detroit too. Like I feel like he was at Georgia like 08.
Yeah. He's got a baby face too. He's always had kind of a chubby face.
He's a good looking guy.
I think that makes him look young.
Good looking wife.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. Do you say so?
I promise.
Wow. All right. So that's the standard, I guess.
Yeah. And I just love him after that time that girl fell off the stage.
And he just like no-sold it or whatever. Yeah. Tony's a big fan of Jared Goff's girl.
Oh, totally.
Oh, she's a big fan. You know who Danny Amendola is? No, not Danny. Yeah, no, Danny Amendola is. God, Olivia Culpo. She's dated McCaffrey.
Yeah, she is with McCaffrey
Still?
right now.
Okay, yeah. No, she's a good looking gal.
Yeah.
Oh, you mentioned Holton.
Yeah.
So
what happened? I thought he made the practice squad.
Got cut by the practice squad.
He got cut, and we'll talk to Morgan Ahlers in about 10 minutes and see. But I've heard maybe the NFL business is weird, crazy, wild. Maybe his days aren't done in Seattle, but we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You got to stay ready. You got to stay ready. Ask Vinny Testaverde.
No doubt.
He was. I mean, Fitz.
Yeah, his best say
McCown, a lot of them. All right, Sunday night football. Hey, America, you don't like NFC East football? Too bad. The NFL is going to cram it down your throat every Sunday night.
Commanders, Cowboy? Who is it?
Giants.
Oh, wait. I skipped the Commanders.
Yeah, I haven't heard them.
Wow, let's go back to 1 o'clock. This game is so bad, I didn't even bring it up. I missed 2 games. Commanders at home against the Cardinals, Danny. Ugh. This is a good dad Hall of Fame game.
No. Like,
I'm going
pick 'em maybe?
No, man.
No,
Commanders by
3.5.
3.5.
That's it?
Tony?
Commanders by 4.5.
Commanders 4. I'll split
more. I mean, I wanted to go higher.
Really?
Yeah.
You said Commanders 5.
All right, Commanders 5. Tony, what do you really want to say?
5.5.
7.
Okay.
Is it really?
When I said 3.5, I was like, I wanted to plug my piggy. I didn't want to change it, but I was like, it's going to be
Who's the quarterback for the Cardinals?
Clayton Tune.
No.
I wanted Danny to guess.
Oh, I know who it is.
Well, it is Clayton Tune.
No,
Either
it's
that
Josh
or
Dobbs.
How much longer is Midget Boy going to be out?
He's on IR, so he'll be at least 4
Can you
games.
say that?
No, you can't. Well, you can. He just did.
All right, sorry. Well, Baby Yoda, is that better?
That's fine.
There you go.
If they're tanking, then he just doesn't come back probably.
That's what they're calling Bryce Young, by the way.
Really?
Baby Yoda. Not like they. I guess some fans.
You think he's faster than Kyler?
Oh, no. I don't think he's faster, but I think the force is strong in him.
So, Danny, the Commanders...
That's insane.
...are decent, but we don't know...
I'm excited to see that.
They're just a more talented team.
But the Cardinals, again, their quarterback is either going to be Clayton Tune or Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
Name one player on their team other than Hollywood Brown.
James Conner is a solid running back.
Okay.
Rondale Moore is the receiver. They have Zach Ertz, maybe.
Which he is smaller than dang Kyler.
They got him just so Kyler could not be the shortest guy on the team.
Yeah. Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he's like hurt. And he's like, you want to talk about Mr. Ertz. The kids are going to be like, oh, Mr. Ertz, can we rent a car from you?
Can I meet your wife?
They still have Buda Baker.
7, I guess, does make
They
sense.
just traded Isaiah Simmons for a 7th round pick.
They are all in on being all bad.
Caleb Williams time.
All right, I skipped this one too. This is a good 1 o'clock game. Or excuse me, this is a 4 o'clock game. So this is up there with Dolphins and Chargers. Packers at Bears.
Ooh.
The Packers are that team that people start to talk about at the end of preseason. Like, maybe this team's going to be better than we thought. Maybe Jordan Love's got something.
I think the Packers should be favored, but I bet it's going to be 1.5 for the Bears.
Bears 1.5? All right.
I said
pick them.
I'll split it. Bears 1.
Get that mic on, bro.
Bears 2.5.
It is Bears 1.
Wow.
Funny line. Funky line. I don't know what to do there. I like the Bears. I love DJ Moore this year.
Bears.
I wanted him. He is one player I highlighted going into all my fantasy drafts, and I never got him because I was going to.
You got to work on what highlighting means.
Correct. I'm going to draft him early, but somebody right ahead of me scoops him up, and I think he's
going to have
a big
110 catches.
Yeah. Big Moore guy.
They
This year.
just, well, I mean, the same they didn't. It's just going to be what he did in Carolina.
All right.
No touchdowns, 100,000 catches.
Can we get Randolph on a mic? I want to ask what he thinks.
Is the Cowboys game?
Yeah. All right, Randolph. Cowboys at Giants. Oh, he's going to put headphones on. Cowboys at Giants. What do you think the spread's going to be for that game? Who's going to be favored? And by how much?
I'm saying the Cowboys by 4.
Cowboys by 4. Danny.
3.5.
3.5. Tony.
2.5.
Division game. Everybody going Cowboys? Chandler?
3.
Cowboys 3. Joey?
Cowboys 3. Yeah.
The answer is 3. Cowboys by a field goal.
Nice.
How you feeling about that, Randolph?
Dak could probably throw an interception.
Recovered by the Giants.
1.5 INTs.
Hey, just play the hits, Randolph. Nobody wants to hear anything new. Just say Dak's going to throw a pick, and the crowd goes wild.
He said the thing.
I tell you what, man.
Are all Cowboys fans like that? They just don't like Dak?
After last year,
some of them are Zach.
Yeah. After last year, Dak's got some making up to do with Cowboys.
Really?
Fans. Yeah. He was not good last year.
I think Randall has something to say.
Well, I'm a broody, honest Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of them out there.
And I call it like I see it.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Brian Bailey's got him in the Super Bowl every year.
And Kenny Carolyn's.
Every year. All right. Monday Night Football. Wow. Yeah. This is a good game.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
It'll be good. That'd be interesting because it's kind of the first
good game.
right off the bat. It's a test for Rodgers.
Good game.
Bills
Where's it
Jets,
at?
Cody. Jets.
I mean, I think the Bills are going to be favored by 3.
Okay.
But I think that the Jets win outright.
I disagree.
Chandler.
I'm going to be wrong here, but I'm going to say Jets 2.5.
Ooh, Joey.
Bills 2.5.
Okay, Danny.
Bills 2.5 as well.
Bills 2.5.
What did I say?
You said 3, I think.
Dang it.
All over it. Y'all were. I wasn't.
And that has been Guess the Lines for week 1.
I love a good guess the line. We should have asked Shirley. She loves this game.
That is her least favorite game of all time. Does not like guessing lines. Next week, we will pick these games. Tony, what you got going on this week?
I don't know. We got the Friday free-for-all tonight, which is like a Royal Rumble of Panther fans that just yell and scream at each other for 3 hours. Tuesday show, and then I'm watching college football. I got to get my energy.
I like it.
I'm gonna get
Get you a Celsius.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in the mood for football. Right, it's like my foreplay for pro football.
Hey, this is a good week for NFL fans to get a taste of the college because there's going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The NFL's had their preseason. Can we have ours with the picks? Can we pick the Thursday night game?
Oh, yeah. We should.
Because we won't be here before then.
Danny, are you included in this?
In what?
NFL picks. We're not playing for anything.
Yeah, why not?
We just keep up with
We just pick the straight up winners.
So everybody's going to pick the Chiefs. What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't even think.
Is anybody picking the Lions?
Chandler, don't give me that smirk.
Nah, we're all gonna pick the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right, that was fun.
That was awesome.
and that's picking the game next week.
All right, Chad has a good question. Maybe for some. I know this is off topic. Better Danny McBride series: Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals, or Righteous Gemstones?
Eastbound and Down, just because that's the only one I've seen.
Maybe it's recency bias, but I love Righteous Gemstones.
I haven't seen it
especially
yet.
season 1.
I gotta go check it out. There's like 10 people have recommended it to me.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm guessing you young folks haven't seen much of this stuff.
Eastbound.
You watch Eastbound?
Yeah.
And Chad's the one that made the comparison. When I took the picture of Joey's flow last night, he put up a picture of Kenny Powers, because you do have some Kenny Powers like flow going on. All right, Tony, enjoyed it, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll take a break, come back when we return. Morgan Aylers will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line. We'll see if we can get a Holton update and talk some Pirate football, high school football, and more. Back with you after this.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when little things in life are hard. Like when the game is going into overtime, but you have even more time to enjoy it in a fresh Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by this summer and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
This is Dr. Christopher McDowell from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's time for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experience and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Coco's Sports Bar and Restaurant, located in the old Professor O'Cool's location, has daily lunch specials from 11 to 5, including their famous $1 wing special Monday through Wednesday all day long. Coco's has entertainment every Tuesday with country western night and karaoke on Thursday starting at 8. Take advantage of their weekly fresh fruit margarita specials and be sure to try the best Philly ribeye steak rolls in town while you're at it. Coco's Sports Bar and Restaurant, Greenville's Diamond in the Rough. Check them out on Facebook for more information. Go Pirates! August 8th is National CBD Day, and at your CBD store, they celebrate all month long. Buy one full-size gummy product, get one gummy starter pack for free. Just mention the code CBD Day. They have award-winning products for sleep, anxiety, pain, and wellness, and even pets. Check out their new Delta gummies and seltzers, new THCA pre-rolls and vapes, plus new gifts and accessories. So stop by today. Your CBD store, 428 East Arlington Boulevard, between Duck Donuts and Jet's Pizza. Go Pirates!
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. For the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner, be sure to follow Pirate Radio on our social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. You can join the well over 66,000 followers today. Now let's head back into Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right. Sorry, Chandler. False alarm. I was going to have you take over. How did you do? How did you feel hosting for a little while the other day?
I liked it. I thought I did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to just get back to break and had the Donnie interview, Blake Harrell interview, Mike Houston interviewed.
Michael Houston.
When Joey told me at Trivia Wednesday that Chandler was like leading, and the grin that he had on his face talking about how happy he was that he got to do it and how good he did, I was like, it's a proud son moment. Congrats, Chandler. I was so happy for you.
Glenn and I were in Toon Bank Tower talking to Michael Houston and watching you on YouTube, and we were saying that you just look like a child in a man's body, or like two little kids in a trench coat and one's on the shoulders like you.
Top hat.
You're our little man that's growing up and blossoming. You're a caterpillar turning into a butterfly.
And it feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
But we did listen to Blake Harrell, Donnie Kirkpatrick, and Mike Houston, and I'm assuming we'll hear those comments tomorrow on the Bud Light pregame tailgate.
I think we should change all the possible names we could for coaches. So it's Michael Houston, Don Kirkpatrick, Michael Schwartz, and we can't do much with Blake. He'll have to stay the same. Kimberly McNeil.
Blake Harrelson.
All right, fair enough. Let's talk to Morgan Ahlers, who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Here on a Free Beer Friday. We'll make you a winner coming up this hour, so stay tuned for that. Morgan, how you doing today, man?
Doing good, guys. How about you?
Doing good. Excited for some football. Got some games coming up tonight. Of course, got the high school slate as well. We'll talk about that. High school huddle coming up at 6 o'clock. And, of course, the Pirates and the Wolverines on Saturday. First, Morgan, we talked about Holton Aylers a moment ago. Picked up on the practice squad, and then waived again. But I don't know. The NFL business is crazy. Do you know anything going on right now? You got an update on Holton for us?
Well, right now he's in the waiver period, and then hopefully things will get worked out again. He was told it was basically roster decisions, and the practice squad it's a crazy business, because I was talking with C.J. Wilson earlier, and he was saying that things like that happen all the time. And you just got to wait through it. They move people around, and the NFL teams, like I said, it's a $1 billion business. This is some things that I've learned. And the NFL is very strict on how people move in and out of a roster. If not, you'd have the teams with the most money, with the best teams all the time, and nobody could compete. And, that's just, they told him it was just a basic roster move, the cap move, and hopefully things will get worked out here with all that in the next few days, and we're hoping that he is still out in Seattle and still has a locker, but he's not on the team right now, so it's just kind of a weird deal.
All right. Well, we'll keep everybody up to date on that. Pulling for Holton. I texted with him the other night and sent him a congratulations, but it is a crazy business. Also, sent congratulatory text to Isaiah Winstead and Ryan Jones as well. Really cool to see them. Morgan make their practice squads with the Giants and the 49ers. And, of course, Keaton making that 53-man roster.
Yeah, it is. Those guys have worked hard, and hopefully everything's going to work out for everybody, get a chance to play, live their dream, and that's what it's all about.
No doubt. Morgan, let's talk Pirates. How you feeling as East Carolina heads to Michigan? Big underdogs. We're talking about a team that is picked to be in the college football playoff. Mike Houston has said, hey, at this point, we know Michigan. We've watched all the film you can watch on them. We know the personnel. We know a lot of what they're going to do. Now the guys have to go out and do it. Pirates have pulled upsets in the past, Morgan, but this would be the biggest upset ECU's ever pulled. How are you feeling about it?
Without a doubt, it'd be the biggest upset. I mean, Michigan is a top 1 or 2 team, depending on who you ask. And, they're going to be without their offensive coordinator and without Coach Jim Harbaugh on the sideline. But they've been on the sidelines and in the rooms, everything up until game time tomorrow. So, the influence will be there. And they're a very talented football team, maybe the most talented football team Michigan's had in 25, 30 years. And, they're going to be, they feel that they'll be competing for the national championship at the end. And East Carolina, they've got nothing to lose. They can go in there and, just sort of, I'm not going to say freewheel and do some different things that maybe Michigan's not expecting and put Michigan on their heels. I think if you can find a way to put pressure on them that they're not expecting, score in ways that they're not expecting, then they're going to start doubting themselves, especially if you can get it into the second half. I think Coach Houston, Coach Donald Kirkpatrick, and Coach Blake Harrelson will do a great job in putting up a game plan, and hopefully the Pirates can execute it.
Morgan Mason Garcia has been around a while. You've gotten to know him on and off the field. I guess more off the field just because we haven't seen him play that much. But what do you want to see from Mason tomorrow?
I think Mason just needs to go out there and, let the game come to him a little bit. Go out there, take a couple deep breaths, and I imagine the first, series of plays or 2 might be pretty scripted as far as what they bring in there to limit what they have to do. But you're going out there in front of 105,000 people. There's going to be 99,000 of those people screaming against you. And it's going to be loud. It's going to be the home opener, the season opener for them. And, that's a very passionate fan base. And, he's got to go out there and he's got to let the game come to him. Don't force things. And just, again, let it, I'm going to say breathe. He's got to go out there and remember to breathe and take it all in and enjoy himself. And not to put too much pressure on it. There'll be mistakes, but there'll be some really good things that happen. Hopefully the good things are going to outweigh the bad.
Yeah, there's that word again, breathe. So I asked Jason Nichols on Monday what his advice would be to Mason Garcia, and that's exactly what he said, breathe. I asked Bryce Williams about nerves and how he feels in a week 1 game, and he said early in his career the nerves came in, but he said week 2 first road game at the Swamp his senior year didn't really affect him at all because he had been through those games and those crowds. Danny, while we got you here, a good source, super regionals gotta have a feeling to it, a regional up in Charlottesville. As you get older, do the nerves ease up, or do you still get nervous in those big moments, even as a upperclassman? There's
a little bit of both. I feel like at certain times you get into it, and especially early in your career, you're like, big-eyed, bushy-tailed kind of thing. And then the older you get, it's almost like a I've been here before kind of moment. Obviously, there's still going to be nerves because, I'll get nervous pitching on a Sunday against Cincinnati at home. Like, that's just the way you are. But obviously, when the moment's heightened, there's a little bit more adrenaline to it. But I feel like there's a difference between nerves of pitching and a difference between nerves in the of the moment, like where you are, like what the situation is. And I'll always have nerves when I'm pitching just because that's the way. I feel like every athlete's that way. When you're playing, you always have nerves. But the older you get, you don't have as many nerves of oh my God, this moment's so big. What am I going to do? Am I going to be able to play well? That kind of thing. So there's a differentiation, but when you get older, it just gets a lot slower and a lot easier to play.
Yeah, and Mason's going to grow with that, Morgan. And I don't think it'd be awesome if we do see his best on Saturday, but I think we'll see a lot better Mason Garcia as the year goes on, as he gets used to this offense, and honestly, as the competition maybe lessens a little than the number 2 team in the country.
Well, I think you're exactly right. And, going on what Danny said, when you're an athlete, I guess this is way in life. The first few times you do something, you're not really sure what to expect. Yeah, he's been playing football, most of his life, but he's never been in this position where he's the starter at, East Carolina University. And, he'll be a different quarterback now than he is in 10 games and next year, because those experiences, they build up that tolerance of, okay, I've been here, done that. I mean, going back to Holton, he was a much better quarterback last year than he was year 1 or 2 or 3, because the experience is there and the familiarity, I guess, is it the right word I'm trying to find? I can't say it, but I make my living talking. I can't say a word. That's great. But anyway, he gets out there and he's going to go through it. He's going to see things are going to happen at a very quick pace, and hopefully by once he gets it through a series or two, and things are going to slow down for him. And that's when it slows down for you. That's when you get out there and have a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Morgan, as long as you can say first down Pirates, you'll be all right.
First what?
We're in trouble.
Kind of nervous.
You might want to go through some reps this weekend, practice up for next week.
I was talking to somebody asked me the other day, how long have you been doing it? This will be my 20th football season.
Man, that's awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah. Congrats to you for that longevity. Yeah.
Yeah. Still talking, still running my mouth, and they haven't fired me yet. So life's pretty good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the high school huddle. Morgan Ahlers will be saying a lot of words, but have a lot of guests as well. It's amazing how many guests you can pack in to an hour-long show, and you do it every week on the high school huddle, the area coaches, the area talking heads, and that's coming up at 6 o'clock. Morgan, you've sent some boys to and through high school. My daughter started South Central on Monday, so I'm still a Conley Viking, but I am a South Central parent, so following what Chris Cherry's doing right now, 2-0, trying to get to 3-0 tonight when they take on North Pitt. We'll be following that one closely. We got Conley and Hunt coming up on Pirate Radio later tonight. Any other games you're keeping an eye on? Paul Cornwell, all he does is win, and guess what? He's back. He's winning again at Aiden Grifton. Rose coming off a loss, so you got some storylines going into the games this weekend.
Yeah, Aiden Grifton is going to be hosting Kenston. Rose is on the road at Northern Nash, going up to Red Oak, which is always a cool trip. Then we got South Central and North Pitt, like you talked about, 2-0 Falcons versus the 1-0 Panthers, and then you've got Conley 1-1 taking on Wilson Hunt, who's 1-1, and Hunt beat Bedingfield last week for their first win of the year. They lost to Northern Nash in their season opener, but a lot of good football. Washington's off this week. Farmville Central, Coach Ron Cook over there has got that team just offensively.
Yeah,
and again, I don't know what their opponents have been. But last week, I think they put 76 points, I think 74 points on the board. And they're playing a Pamlico County team where he used to coach tonight. They'll be on the road. And Pamlico County struggled against teams, holding their defense has struggled all year. So it wouldn't shock me to see Farmville Central put another 60 or so on the board tonight. So.
Talked to Larry Williford last night, Morgan, and kind of joked, is Farmville Central a football school? And Larry said, hey, I hope so. I'll take it. So good for them. They get it done on the hardwood. But Ron Cook in year 3 now, Morgan? He's kind of turned that thing around over there.
Year 3, and one of the big reasons he's turned it around is because now he's gotten a lot of the basketball talent wanting to play football. It started last year, and those guys want to play football again. Farmville is always such a great community when it's over the years when Dixon Sauls was there and the basketball players, baseball, everybody played everything. And then it got to the point where when they started struggling with football, the guys were going, well, I don't want to play football anymore. I just want to focus on basketball. Now they're having fun with it, and Coach Cook has really gone after it and done a great job of building that culture back up, so they're fun to watch.
Morgan Aylers joining us. Morgan, I hadn't talked about this on the show, and I haven't watched wrestling in the past week because, A, I'm not super into it these days, but B, I was just kind of sad. Bray Wyatt was my favorite current guy. He kind of got me back into wrestling with the Wyatt family years ago when they came on the scene, and lost him and Terry Funk. Really, really tough couple weeks here in the wrestling world. Yeah,
I grew up watching the Florida Championship Wrestling and Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad was into it, watched it, and Terry Funk and his brother Dory, they were second generation wrestlers, and so and Bray Wyatt was a third generation wrestler. When you look at it, with his grandfather being Jack Mulligan, and dad was Mike Rotundo or IRS in WWE. Of course, he's got a younger brother named Bo, which
Bo Dallas. Yeah.
It's both of those are tragedies. Apparently, with Bray Wyatt, from what they say, he had some heart issues, and he had really bad issues with COVID a year or so ago, and then he must have developed some heart issues of it, and apparently had a heart attack, which is, that's sad. I think he had 4 kids. Just not a good day for wrestling, but a lot going on. Apparently, I don't watch it. I listen to some podcasts and that kind of thing. I don't watch it as much as I used to, but I do follow it a little bit.
I understand CM Punk's in trouble again or something.
Oh, yeah, I think he got in a fight backstage or something. I don't care.
Morgan, have a good football weekend, man. Can't wait to hear your booming voice at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium next Saturday. Man, that's going to be a big one against Marshall. But first things first, got to take on the Wolverines. And I know you'll be tuned into that. And have a great show coming up at 6 o'clock with the High School Huddle. Thanks for joining us today, man.
Thanks a lot, guys. You guys have a great weekend and go Pirates.
Yes, sir. There is Morgan Ahlers, DJ Captain Morgan, voice of Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, Minges Coliseum, and host of the High School Huddle right here on Pirate Radio. All right, touchdown Tony Collins has been very difficult to get up with. I think we're going to have him next segment. We'll see. I do know we'll be giving away free beer next segment, so definitely stick around for that. We got more for you on Pirate Radio Live on a Free Beer Football Friday. Back with you after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
It's hard to forget how hot it gets around here in the summer. Remember, the hotter it is outside, the harder your AC has to work to keep it cool inside. And the more energy it uses to keep you cool, the higher your utility bill will be. Your neighbors at GUC have tips to help you reduce your energy use, such as using fans to cool you down inside and cooking outside when you can in the summer. For more tips, go to GUC.com and look for ways to save.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV is adding a new early morning flight starting in September. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. And now a new early morning flight. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Gina from Naughty Life in downtown Washington, inviting you to come shop our Restock store. We are back from market with a great selection of everything Yeti and much more. For back to school, we have Scout lunch bags and book bags in all new patterns. We also have a great selection of t-shirts, including Old Row, Southern Fried Cotton, and Local Boy. Remember, we always provide free gift wrapping with your purchase. Shopping is always fun at Naughty Life in beautiful downtown Washington on Main Street.
Pirate Radio is the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart's open every day, and they have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. And both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for boat owners. Country Mart fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Football Free Beer Friday, and it can't be football season here at Pirate Radio without talking to ECU Hall of Famer and Pirate Radio Hall of Famer, touchdown Tony Collins. I told my wife earlier this week, I really miss Tony Collins. Just being around, seeing the smile, hearing him laugh, hearing him talk about the Patriots and ECU winning every game. Tony,
what the hell is going on around here?
Tony, what's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Dude, where are you right now?
Did I hear free beer?
Yeah, but you ain't here, so
that's crazy. When I leave, they're giving out free beer. That's crazy.
Tony, where are you at?
Outside of Baton Rouge, man.
Calling Baton Rouge. How's life down there?
Gonzales. It's great. We haven't actually moved in yet, but we got some things going. I'm actually going to be back up there for the second game of the season. I mean, not the second game, the third game.
The third home game or the third game? ECU?
The third game that ECU plays, the second home game.
Well, we'll figure it out. The fourth game of the season is their second home game. Is that what you mean?
Well, whatever that second game of the second game they play at home.
Okay, all right, there you go.
That's what I'm coming to.
Against Gardner Webb. That's our Elon game. I figured you'd show up for that one. Tony Collins joining us. Great to hear your voice and hear your laugh, Tony. So, man, I ain't talked to you all off season. So, how you feeling about a team that loses Holton Aylers, Isaiah Winstead, C.J. Johnson, Ryan Jones, Keaton Mitchell? That offense is going to have a lot of new faces on it, Tony, and some new stars, hopefully. But how you feeling about the offense this year?
A little nervous, but I'm kind of excited to see the quarterback. I've been hearing some good things about him, and I just don't know what to expect. We're going to find out tomorrow where we stand and how good we are going against. I think we're 40 point underdogs.
Close to it, 36. So, Tony, y'all took on some really big-time programs when you played, but, I mean, and I don't know if you ever knew what the spread was when you played, but I don't remember seeing a number this big. I know ECU's pulled some upsets in the past, but I think this would be an all-timer if they could somehow pull this one off. It's a lot of points.
Yeah, playing against a number 2 team in the nation and Michigan at the big house, you think about what Appalachians State did up there a few years back. I mean, you know, it's possible. That's why they play the game. So you never know what can go, but it's going to definitely tell us where we are. And I don't want us to get beat by 36. I would like to see us play a good football game and be competitive and just show people around the country. I mean, it's a great time to show people around the country where we are and where we stand if we go out and play well against Michigan.
Tony Collins joining us. Tony, are you a Peacock subscriber?
Man, I got this app where I get all the channels.
Oh, okay. You got the Tony Collins special. All right. So you ain't worried. You're going to be watching the game tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to be watching the game.
All right. So the Pirates it's a tough non-conference schedule. They got Marshall after Michigan, App State, and then Gardner-Webb before they hit conference play. And they do take on UTSA, who's good in the league, SMU, Tulane. So I think Vegas had the win total. Last time I saw it was like 5.5. So, Tony, can they get to 6 wins? Can they get back to a bowl? Do you got them winning more than that? What's your outlook on the season?
I when you look at the schedule, that's why I'm looking at this first game just to see where we are. And we played well against Michigan, man. Put up some points and be competitive. And, maybe even sneak one in on them. There's no question that we can win 8 games this year. I think we're a team that we were close. Last year we should have won 8 games easy, but I just think this is the time that we come out, man, and make a statement. We can't go backwards. We can't go this year without going to a bowl. We definitely got to go to a bowl game this year. We can't go backwards.
Yeah, Tony Collins joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Tony, how about the other purple and gold? Are you getting sucked into some LSU fandom down there? They got a big one coming up Sunday night in Orlando against Florida State. You got any interest there with LSU?
Not at all. I like the purple and gold.
There you go. Game of the week coming up Sunday night between the Tigers and the Seminoles. Tony, we got one of our interns is Danny Beal, East Carolina pitcher, who was born in Boston. Is that right?
Born in Chicago. Dad was born in New Hampshire.
Okay, Dad born in the Northeast, so he's a Boston sports fan. So he's been talking about the damn Patriots all summer, and honestly, Danny, I would say you're not too high on the Patriots this year. You're a little worried.
I'm reasonable.
Yeah. Well, how you feeling about the Pats this year, Tony?
We'll win about 6 games this year.
Wow. I've never heard you say anything of the sort.
Hey, let me tell you, man. The Patriots did nothing in the offseason to help Mac Jones. Nothing. They didn't do anything. I mean, it's just incredible. Belichick should get fired.
Oh my God!
Or whoever's drafting players, whoever's in player personnel to get wide receivers to New England. I don't understand what they're trying to do. I can understand with Brady. They had Brady so they can bring in receivers that aren't go-to wide receivers. But we don't have Brady no more. We need a go-to wide receiver, and we don't have that, and that's going to kill us. So our division right now, you got the Jets now with Aaron Rodgers, Buffalo, Miami's good. I'm telling you, it's going to be hard for us not to be at the bottom of our division this year. I'll be surprised if it's not at the bottom.
Times have changed, and all that roasting you did for decades for Bills and Jets and Dolphins fans might come back to haunt you here soon, Tony. A lot of folks are going to come back after you.
When you get on a run like that, you just ride it out, man. I rode the wagon until fell off.
I was just about to say, are you an Bill we trust guy? And I guess that answers my question.
Yeah, are you really done with Belichick? You ready to move on?
No. I'm not. Yeah, well, I am done with Belichick. I'm not done with the Patriots. I'm still cheering for him, still rooting him on. But Belichick, I don't understand. I think when you get up in age like he is, you just gotta see what everybody else is doing, and everybody else is bringing these good receivers in to help their quarterback, or offensive linemen to help their quarterback. Mac Jones. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. If Mac Jones had any type of receivers on his team right now, he would be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But he just don't have a.
Take that, Tony Dunn. Tell him, Tony. Tell him.
I don't know if I agree with that, Tony, but that's your take.
I'm not saying he'll be one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but he would be a lot better than he was because his receivers can't get open.
Tell him, Tony. Tell him how it is.
Well, one thing, Danny, I guess a move they made was actually making an offensive coach their offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
that's a step in the right direction.
Tony, I mean, when you got Patricia calling plays, who's literally been a defensive coordinator his entire life, it's actually a huge step forward, believe it or not, having O'Brien but finally back at the helm.
Yeah.
And so who made that call last year to have defensive coordinator call offensive plays?
Who made the call to bring Bill O'Brien back, though?
It's almost like Belichick's daring Kraft to fire him.
It's got to be Belichick.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. So who is the Chiefs' biggest opponent this year, Tony? If the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl, who will?
Man, you got to look at Philly again being back there. They've even got better this year. I believe. So it's gonna be fun to watch, especially coming out of AFC. I'm gonna tell you, KC is not. They don't have a walk through the AFC. The AFC got some good teams. You got to watch out for the Chargers too, man. I think the Chargers are going to be real good with Herbert being healthy this year. They got some great receivers. I was looking at some of the plays just during the offseason, and they got a receiver out there. I think it's Quentin Johnson or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, kid from TCU.
Yeah, the kid's good, man. He's got some. He's going to be a go-to receiver in maybe 2 or 3 years. So. They got some weapons out in the West, so it's not going to be a cakewalk for KC, but they'll be right there.
Tony Collins joining us. Tony, before we let you run, give me a score for Saturday, ECU Michigan. What you got?
A score?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want my true score, or you want my the true Pirate score?
Average them out and give me put them in a calculator. See what you come up with.
A calculator?
Yeah. What you got?
So my heart says we're going to win 27-24. We're going to beat them by a field goal. But my brain says that they're going to beat us 34-21. We're going to play good. We're going to play good.
That'd be respectable.
We're going to be competitive.
All right. Tony, man, great to catch up with you. Like I said, I miss you, and we'll have to get you on the phone during this football season, man, and talk football with you. It's been good catching up.
Call me next week, man. We'll do it again.
Oh, I'm gonna call you. You just got to answer the phone. This is like the 12th time I've called you this week. We finally got you. See you, Tony.
All right, man.
All right, there he is, ECU Hall of Famer. Touchdown, Tony Collins. Just puts you in a good mood.
Yeah, that laugh.
I've never heard him talk about the Patriots like that. But
6 wins and wants Bill Belichick fired.
It makes sense. I mean, he was high on the hog for all those years. And if you follow Tony on Facebook, he's pretty active talking to Patriots fans and calling out Bills fans and Jets fans. And he's going to have a lot of folks coming after him this year, I think.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this guy already. But to be fair, 6 wins is a bit egregious. And to say that Belichick needs to be, I mean, we're not going to talk about too much Patriots because I know people are going to get frustrated. But that's insane to say. I mean, that's just outrageous.
I'm on the side of Belichick decides when he hangs it up. I just can't see Robert Kraft ever firing Bill Belichick.
There have been so many moves that he's made over the years where in the moment you're like, why in God's name is he doing this? And it's worked out. Garoppolo, Richard Seymour, and then the list goes on.
Matt
and on.
Patricia.
Okay. That's one mistake.
Cam Newton.
Now, the question, all right, so from an outsider's perspective, because this has always been the topic of the question, would you rather have had Brady or Belichick in the moment? Now, obviously, now it's a bit strayed because Brady's won without him and Belichick hasn't. But in the moment,
honestly, my answer was always Belichick.
Me too. I'm the same way.
I don't know if that's right or wrong, but like
I don't know if there ever will be a right answer. I mean, I feel like people
he just had that damn voodoo, and it wasn't. It was good coaching.
Freaking
and
hoodie.
Whatever, man. He just. That was always my answer, and it was interesting to see, Danny, as you said, Brady move on and immediately win a Super Bowl with another team.
Yeah.
Now, they built a great 1 or 2 year run team there in Tampa for him, but you can't deny Brady.
Chandler, would you have rather had Brady or Belichick?
Now Brady, at the time Belichick.
See, and I feel like that's most people's answers when they split up would have been Belichick, but now that he's won without him, it's different.
All right, let's take a break. As we go to break, give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Wow, Power Radio, gonna be awesome. We got a case of Bud Light cans, and it can be yours right now if you are caller number 12. Hey, it's the first of the month.
It's the first of the month.
Like Bone Thugs and Harmony once said, which means everybody is eligible to win if, surely, you are 21 or older. We got a case of Bud Light. We got lunch for 2 to tiebreakers for caller number 12, 317-1250. We're back with more on a football free beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live after this.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttech@greenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Already planning for some fun in the sun? Don't forget to fill your cooler with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. And with 5% alcohol, Twisted Tea is there to turn things up all day long. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for it in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, John, I see your new system's having issues already.
Yeah, I used the other guy with an AC brand I've never heard of.
You should have used Delcor, John. They install Train. It's hard to stop a train.
I know, but the other guy was cheaper.
Cheaper isn't better, John.
I know.
Don't use the other guy. Call Delcor. For a limited time, buy a new Train system and pay 0% interest for 12 months. Visit Delcor.com for more details. Delcor, the service professionals.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you can save an average of $889 per year. Hi, I'm State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer, and I'm ready to help you combine your home and auto and save in Greenville, North Carolina. Call 493-0002 today to get started on your personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Autovola Market Cafe. Autovola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Autovola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Autovola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Autovola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Autovola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and AutovolaMarket.com. Autovola, pirates supporting pirates.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Blue cheese 42. Blue cheese 42. Hot garlic. Hot garlic. Loaded waffle fries. Loaded waffle fries. Said wings over. Delay of order on the offense. Don't hesitate to make your order. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the all-new Fire Buffalo. And be sure to try the cheesy chicken loaded nachos. So don't delay, order today. Wings Over, they deliver.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Lane Hoover, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fork and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip, and by the way, congratulations to Jeff Dover of Greenville, who is our big winner on Free Beer Friday.
Doves. Way to go. Free beer.
Fly.
Man, free beer week 1 of football season. Does it get any better than that? I'm going to say yes.
Sure doesn't.
I'm going to say yes. Next Friday, when you're going into a college and NFL weekend.
I was going to say drinking the free beer while watching the Pirates win at number 2 Michigan would be cool. Probably better than next week.
Probably so. You're right. And you do believe East Carolina's going to go to Michigan and win tomorrow.
Sure do. We're winning by 6. No, okay.
In fact, the reason why Danny hasn't been around a lot lately is because we keep talking about how ECU probably won't win this game, and he's like, you know what, I'm done with it.
I'm done with you guys, dude. I was talking to Bryce about it last night, and I'm like, why do you still hang out with these people? They're such Debbie Downers. And he's like, dude, I'm right there with you. I have no idea.
I don't think that conversation happened, but I was not around.
It possibly could have.
I don't know what people say about us when we're not around. I'm going to guess not good things.
I've heard you guys smell bad.
Shirley sounded like the bully on The Simpsons, Nelson.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, good.
Where am I?
Hey, I tell you what. I'll tell you who was smelling good today. Oh, Joey. Shirley, when he walked in.
Man, he was fresh out of the shower.
Okay, first of all, I smelled Joey before I saw Joey.
Yeah.
And like that smell entered the room before he did.
And I said,
I mean, it wasn't a terrible smell or anything.
No, it was fine. It was
like,
good. It was just strong. It's like, what is that? He was like, my cologne.
It sucks that we didn't get him
my cologne,
to say to paint a purple one right before he left.
Well, good news, Danny. We've always got it ready.
Puedes pintarete violeta. And the Pirates win.
If we could be playing that tomorrow,
get you fired up
at around 3:15. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
This town is going to burn down. I can't wait.
That is funny that we burn our towns after something good happens.
It's almost like we should celebrate the town rather than
build it
burning.
up.
It's exactly.
If ECU beats Michigan tomorrow,
no, it's the Michigan the shirts.
Let's build buildings. Let's
build. Hey guys, over there building the hotel. Do you guys mind building another one?
Do you need help?
Shirley can back that fat truck up, and we can do something. By the way, David Price Construction. How many days, Chandler?
Let's back it up right quick.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Back that fat truck up, Shirley, because we
Thank God this is the last time I got to do this.
are 1 day away until ECU
Less
Michigan.
than, my friend. Less than. We're hours away.
We're just hours away from ECU Michigan at noon on Peacock, but on Pirate Radio at 8 o'clock is the Bud Light pregame tailgate leading you up to kickoff. We have a watch party brought to you by Celsius, me, Chandler Honeycutt, Clip Brock, Jason Nichols, and Marcus Crandall will be watching the game with you. You can see our reactions, and then after the game, we'll get your reactions on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter call-in show. 317-1250 is the number. Don't call in right now. Call in tomorrow at 4 o'clock after ECU versus Michigan. All of that on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff.
Oh, I'm so glad this is over. My back has been killing me having to back this thing up.
Shirley, I got some bad news for you.
Oh, crap.
We still got a lot of football games, and we have to count down the days to those football games.
Yes.
What? We got to count down in between them?
Yep. Because I'm not good
Whose
at math.
idea was that?
I'm not good at math.
It's going to be a random
Chandler.
Wednesday, and he's going to be screaming at you.
3 days away. Back it up.
You know what we're going to have to count it down to?
I'm going to need a walker when this is all done.
Tip-off. We're going to have...
All right, you know what? Countdown to tip off. Chandler's got to back it up. I'm not doing that
back
anymore.
That fat truck up.
And then Clippers backing it up for first pitch.
I'm moonwalking.
No, he's going to have to twerk or something.
Oh,
He's going to do something else.
boy.
Yeah, we got plenty of things to count. That's the great thing, man. We're always looking forward. We're always moving forward.
Counting down. We'll be counting down to ECU basketball. After that, we're going to be
ECU baseball.
We're going to be counting down till first pitch with ECU baseball. Danny Beal and the boys.
Danny Beal and the boys.
Ready for the 2024 campaign.
Down Beale Street.
The boys of winter. You know, when it's 14 degrees outside, it's time for some Pirate baseball.
In February.
Those first 4 or 5 week home weekend series.
I get why we do it with the calendar and stuff, Danny, but like, if you were baseball czar, would you push it back or would you start it where it is? What's your ideal season?
It's so hard because we're the longest season and you play so many games, but you have to fit, like, it finishes in a perfect spot because school's out. Last month of the season, like you have no school, you get to focus. But at the same time, when you start, it feels like you're just getting off Christmas, and it's still 20 degrees outside, and you can't feel your fingers when you're playing.
All right, so you love the stop time. Do we have to play 50 whatever games? Can we shorten it a week or two?
For our sake, yes, because we need it. Because the more opportunity for error for the better teams, the SEC teams, the better it is for us for hosting wise. So if they can screw up, if they have more opportunities to screw up and lose, and we have more opportunities to win and take advantage of those games, we'll be better off in the end.
Good answer.
That's a great answer.
That's my reliever.
That's your Pirate Radio intern.
By the way,
that's my intern.
He's coming in to relieve as Joey had left in the middle of the show.
That's right. Relief appearance and a relief appearance last night at the party. Danny never shows up on time. That's why he's not a starter. People don't realize this. You don't show up to the stadium until the game's in like the third inning.
You know, I've told you that in confidence, hoping that you wouldn't say anything. But yeah, I don't show up till like the fourth inning. That's why you don't see me pregame. Everybody.
AK and Cliff are talking. You want to start DB today?
Not even a little bit.
He's not even there. He's not.
Coach, he's taking a nap at the house right now.
I think we're going to have to use him around in the maybe 5th or 6th inning. Okay, I'll call him. Danny, you're like. And you're like, yeah, we're going to probably use you today in like the 6th inning. So can you be here?
I got like another hour.
We're in the second now. Like the phone in the dugout. It's not. There's 2 phones. One to the dugout and one to
Danny's house.
One to Danny's house. They're like, all right,
dude, you awake? I need you down here.
They're like, call them. And they go to the phone. They're like, Danny, wake up.
Light Lime on YouTube says, who the hell actually thinks ECU will beat Michigan tomorrow?
I do, buddy.
Crying, laughing emoji. This guy is crying, laughing.
Stop it.
And he said, stop it, exclamation point.
Hey, buddy, I do.
Hey, pal.
Hey, buddy.
He's slugger.
Slim Pickens, buddy.
He's sport. I do.
Hey, champ. Hey, come here.
Hey, sport.
The Pirates are going to win tomorrow, and Greenville's going to get built up all day.
We're going to build so many buildings.
All right, so
we're going to have a damn skyscraper by tomorrow night.
I know.
There'll be a statue of Mike Houston outside Dowdy Ficklin by the end of the day.
And the Mason guy see ya.
Build that statue.
I know Atticus was tuned in earlier. I don't know if he still is, but I do hope the Pirates either, of course, win or play really tough and show a lot of promise so he can call in with the Pirates are rolling clip.
We need a good drunk Atticus call.
I might call in just to hang out with the fellas a little bit. I don't want to interrupt those.
You know, you could just come in.
Am I allowed to do that?
You're an intern here, man.
I'm just making. I don't know what the rules are.
You're higher priority than me at this point.
Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, the faux Danny/Jenny chant last night caught me off guard when you said it was my name and it's actually Jenny.
So I got jealous. I got mad. I thought people were chanting Danny's name, but I guess it was a Jenny chant.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So maybe you need to get your hearing checked.
I'm
getting old, man.
When Kid Knox was asking for Ellerbe to be recognized, to turn the lights on so they could see Ellerbe up in the balcony, I tried to start an Ellerbe chant and it didn't work.
Oh no!
That's the worst. That is like top 5 most embarrassing social moments when you try to like start something like that and nobody catches on.
Ellerbe.
You look around
while they were looking for him. While they were like, "Where's he at?" And everybody's like, "He's over here." I was like, "Ellerbe." And after about the 4th or 5th one, I might have heard someone over to the side.
Oh, you didn't stop while you were ahead. You just kept going.
I thought maybe I heard someone say Aylers, and then when they realized that nobody was doing it, they were like, okay. So, all right, not doing
so they
this.
left you out on an island.
I wouldn't have spoken the rest of the night.
And,
my goodness.
I was in the middle of the crowd, like right there in front of the chairman of the board. So
that reminds me of, and this is good to talk about as we enter football season, get up guy. I hate get up guy. I hate the guy when everybody's getting loud.
Oh, that's the worst.
He stands up and waves his arms, not helping at all. Get loud and yell and clap. Don't use your arms to wave and tell other people to get up.
Oh my God.
You're not making any noise that way. Just you get up and clap yourself, and people will follow. If you are looking back 20 rows, telling me to get up, my ass is sitting down.
Those are the worst. Those guys are. It's always college events too. I feel like it's only like college basketball or football where the guys are like looking around their section in the rows and be like, "What are you guys doing? Let's get up! Let's get up, the boys!"
now there is that one guy, especially there's a good view in the jungle where I usually stand or sit.
Yeah.
There is that one guy in the stands. He's the
mini megaphone guy.
Todd. It's the guy that runs.
No, not that guy.
His name's Todd Howell. He runs. I believe it's Kaufman's.
That's him.
It's Todd. Yeah, he's one of our good friends.
Okay.
A couple of our good friends. But it's so funny because he's just standing there the entire game, just like this. I don't think he doesn't. I don't think he's. We could be losing by 100. He's still going to be.
He's like the St. Joe's mascot in basketball that never stops.
No,
flapping
every single time. It's awesome.
All right, I like that. Randolph from Studio B says Pirates go 8-4. Rise up, Pirate Nation. Andy gets a "We Believe" chant going in the chat. I like that.
No way.
Jamie said Chandler just got fired. What'd you do, Chandler?
I have no idea. What did I do?
I don't know, but Jamie has sources that we don't have. So he probably heard something.
And they're really strong.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you gave me a wink. Shirley, take us to our final break. When we return, we'll get ready to wrap it up. This is one of those days where I just contemplate, like, should I sleep on the couch? Because I feel like we got to be right back here. Chandler's already yawning. Really counting on the wife to wake me up bright and early tomorrow. I'm not a good waker-upper from an alarm. I need another human to wake me up. My wife is my wake-up call, so ball's in her court. Hopefully she wakes up to wake me up. Chandler, how much would you panic if I'm not here at 8 and you are?
Chandler, just call me and I'll come with you.
I would panic a little bit.
Even better. How much would you panic
Danny.
if I wasn't here?
What did you say?
Don't Danny me, buddy. I woke up at 4 this morning on the dot.
Okay.
So I can do it.
But if our show starts at 8, you're rolling in at a good 2:30 p.m. probably. I mean,
that's prime time. I'm ready for the fifth quarter Collins show.
You would panic though?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Show's in my hands.
I don't want to do that to you, but
Can you do both? Because, what if I don't show up on time?
that's panic time.
That's panic mode.
If Shirley's not here, I'm panicking.
Yeah, because the open's not even ready yet.
I would do a live open. Me and Chandler will do voices.
Gus.
I know.
Gus Johnson,
it's
Mike
the latest I have ever gone without
Gus
having
Open.
an open ready.
The Bud Light pregame tailgate.
Hour
Listen
one.
to this EC crowd.
Hour one.
Jonathan Ellerbe, live from the big house. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.
I said, hey, what's going on?
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make a perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when the little things in life are hard, like when your flight has no Wi-Fi, but no one can disturb you while you recline and enjoy a beer. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up a Bud Light at a local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The time to save is now during Bostic Sugg Furniture's incredible Labor Day savings event. Low prices on in-stock furniture and mattresses ready for immediate delivery. Look for hot buy savings store-wide on Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and sectionals. Experience your best sleep and save on a comfortable new mattress. Plus, get up to 60 months special financing. It's the biggest sale of the season with the lowest prices of the season. The Labor Day savings event on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join the DriveHereNow.com network. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and proud supporter of the Pirates.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Jimmy John's has great taste wrapped up. All your favorite Jimmy John's sandwiches are now available as a wrap. Enjoy all natural meats, cheeses, and hand-sliced veggies, bundled into a convenient grab-and-go wrap that's made when you order it. Top it off with sensational sides, including new home-style potato salad and bow tie pasta salad. Wrap your taste buds around Jimmy John's new wraps. And don't forget their loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com.
And then it was two seagulls!
We're here for the booty.
Party?
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find Pirate Water in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Pirate Radio.
We are not coming together to just be average. We want to build a program that will year in and year out compete for the American Athletic Conference Championship and compete nationally against any and everybody.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Taking a quick look at your stock market report as we head into Labor Day weekend. The Dow was up 115 points at 34,837. The NASDAQ was down 3 points at 14,031. S&P was up 8 points, finished out the week at 4,515. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report for a personal look into investing. Call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, wrapping it up. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes, Chan Man, DB, Joey, who was here earlier, Randolph for hanging out with us and bringing us some goodies. And folks, bad news, we got to go. Good news, we're back with you in 14 hours. Did I do that math right? 8 a.m. Bud Light pregame tailgate, taking you up to kickoff. We'll be with you during the game. Watch party presented by Celsius. And after the game on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. We're going to do it all day long here on Pirate Radio. So we will talk to you. Game day is here. Football season is back. We are fired up and ready to go for another year. For Shirley Rhodes, Chanman, DB, Randolph, and the crew, I'm Clip Rock. We'll talk to you Monday on Pirate Radio Live and Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Do your job, you'll dominate this team. Go have some fun and put on a show. You got